my eyes. Cold rain starts pouring hard. I've been called upon. Never let you go is why I did them all, for a chance at least to live in your way. Love of you is my most cherished thing, so stay alive bravely. I wish I could wake from the dream each time I dream. There's a long night coming soon. I shine as light shine. Never let you go. Yes, what I did them all, for a chance at least to live in your way. Love of you is my most cherished thing, so stay alive bravely. Never let you go is why I did them all, for a chance at least to live in your way. Love of you is my most cherished thing, so stay alive bravely. Amazing. 千本の刃奏でる彼岸の夜風、黒風が吹き抜ける宮殿の片隅、無情の風、千年の羽、儚い祈りが囚われの翼、さまようより時を越えて、虹色の羽が血塗りの道で天下を浴びよう。
How's everybody? Yo, how we doing today, gamers? Man, it's a little hot in my room for some reason. Oops, forgot to full screen this. Bam, there we go. Alright. So pretty excited today. This is... because so far this Bishop Round has been really good. And hopefully I don't lose my boys like last time. So let's see, I think we did all 6 last time, right? Well, the first 6. Yeah, we got up to here. Yeah, let me know if the sound is okay. Should be fine. Let's see, can we get a little recap of what happened? Let's see. So it started with Homeboy Wealth being taken in by Anti-Entropy, right? He was like some type of test subject. Yeah, thank you, guinea pig. Leaving the song of Honkai, you're not even Hersher. What is this? Yeah, and then he ends up getting a job with AE, Anti-Entropy. How's your health? Right, and then they went out to go eat, talked about a little about our past. Oh yeah, and then they got the letter, of course. Went to go talk to Tesla, get her to wake up. On the way to the airport, and then they found some weird, like, suit people in there, right? In the airport. Right. Oh, and then they met up with Plank and man, I forget the other girl's name. But like the girl with the glasses too. Of course, they got all drunk. That was funny. And right, they went to Yellowstone, and they met up with they saw some glaciers, I think. True, yeah. They met up with what's her name? The girl with the blue hair. This girl. What's her name again? Forgot her name. And then they found some special writing inside one of the caves or whatever, or a bunker that they found. That's basically where we ended up. They were God, that was so good. I think I'm falling in love with Plank over here. But they're headed back to Japan, from what wait, is it in Japan? Where they're at? I don't remember. No, it's not. It's in Europe. That's right. In Italy, I think. Something like that. Yeah, they're going back to Europe. And of course, that was as this says, story had just begun. So that was all just kind of like rising action, like they like to call it, like, you know, a bit of a prologue type of thing going on. So let's see, and of course, for the bod homies, I will have them chaptered up like last time, so no need to worry about all the beginning and shit. You can just skip right to it. So let's see, let's start chapter 7. It should be back in Europe, right? Tesla, what are you two whispering about? Who is it? The red devil ponytail threw everything in his hand into Walter's arms complainingly. Oh, that's right, his name is Walter here, huh? Dangerous. Reluctantly catching the large and small bags that came one after another, the young man sighed in shock. Oh yeah, they went shopping for a bunch of shit. Did they just bring it all back too? That'd be funny. Let's see, it's on the street here. What if something breaks? You pay. Aw, come on. He does not have a good salary. You already know that. Tesla shrugged her shoulders, of course. That's too bullying. Well, that's bullying, I guess. Since the Finn was left to translate, you automatically take over his male duties. Oh, that's right. That guy ended up being the blonde guy stayed over in America, if I recall. Is it difficult to understand? Yeah, to be a translator. Well, if Plank hadn't gone to Vienna, all this trouble could have been left to her. It's hard to understand. It's better to say you have to buy big bags and small bags wherever you go. Huh. So they did bring all this stuff that they bought. Moreover, it's not that you said it's okay, you go first. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the translation's a bit fucky, so kind of have to try to figure out as we go. Translate. This guy's actually asking you what we just talked about. Einstein, who was walking alone at the front, stretched and explained without looking back. What? Yes, is that what you mean? Hey, I'm not that awkward, okay? So you should answer her. Ein is introducing you to the history of Northern Ireland that Ein is familiar with. Ignoring the complaints of the red double ponytail, the natural curly girl spoke to herself step by step. Of course, Einstein. It's showing you how Celtic culture was gradually eroded by Anglo-Saxon culture. I should have talked about the differences between Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. What the hell? After hearing the whispers of Einstein and Walter, Tesla's face brightened instantly. Last time you said you'd been to Ireland, is that really here? At the time the plane tickets was not very easy to buy, and I went to New York by boat. Oh shit, she went by boat? By boat? It was my first time away from home and I was quite happy, although the time of the road is really long. On the road is really long. You mean on the sea, not on the road? Ah, that must have been 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago. I thought she was like 21. Was she not 21? What? Oh, she's whistling. Tesla, if you miscalculate 9 years for 10 years, 20 years ago, how old are you? So it was about 10 years ago. Young big sister. According to the sailing schedule, we'll have a day off here today and we'll be crossing the Atlantic. A rare free day on land. Is there anything you want to do? So maybe it's when she was like 10 years old then, right? It must have been. Teacher, why are you acting like a child at school? Rather than such a waste of time, I think it would be good to find a comfortable place to sit and read some free books. Miss Einstein, are you supposed to make me happy or sad? Is young big sister supposed to be blank? No, you must give me activities today. Come on, let's go climb the city wall. You still remember this kind of thing so clearly? My words, the places my grandfather took me to when I was 7 or 8 years old, I have long since forgotten. Anyway, it is the countryside of Croatia where birds don't poop. It doesn't make much sense. What did she mean by this? The birds not poop in Croatia or what? No, I don't have much memory of what happened as a kid either. It's probably just a coincidence that such fragmented memories will be left behind. Ugh. But if you are interested in a place, you will look up a lot of information about it. Slowly, when it comes to the local scenery, it becomes a treasure. The obsession of theorists is really scary. It's better than experimentalists who have to lift the roof at every turn. Huh. Hello? Oh, that's better than experimentalists who are about to destroy the earth at every turn. With experimenting, I'm guessing? How's it even more excessive? On the 5th weekend of October 1955, 3 young men, 2 women and 1 man climbed into the London Surrey City Wall, the most well-protected Enlightenment city defense system in Europe. Oh, that's right, in London. At that time, they never imagined that they would encounter the biggest accident in their lives in another city dominated by Irish people. It's talking about them, right? Londonderry was originally just called Derry. Of course, it has nothing to do with the Delhi in India. It comes from the Irish word Derry, which means oak forest. Later, a London Chamber of Commerce came here to colonize and develop as the British people do, I guess. So the city was also named London by them. Wow, how creative. Colonial people seem to like this name. New York is not bad, and there are not a few people who directly appropriate European places like Rhode Island. Like I said, Rhode Island is one of the 13 states that originally formed the United States. Yeah. The United States capital, Providence, is home to Brown University and the home of the famous novelist and creator of the Cthulhu myth, Howard Philip Lovecraft. Ah, yeah, that's right, he was from Rhode Island, huh? Interesting. Because it's a city developed by Londoners. Ignoring Tesla's side-by-side analysis, Einstein continued her eloquent explanation. So both the city site selection and the core area planning have deliberately imitated London. So far, the main difference is the water quality of the Foyle is much cleaner than the Thames. Note, the River Foyle is the mother of Londonderry with clear water and rich biodiversity. Londonderry's position relative to the river and its estuary was designed. Designers deliberately mimicked London's position relative to the Thames. Huh. Similar to a London city wall, the Derry city wall is also an approximately square structure, which is relatively rare in European cities. Of course, compared to London, the names of the city gates here are quite arbitrary. For example, the one in front of us is called Shipquay Gate because the door is directly facing the wharf of foreign shipping. So the docks, I'm guessing. Similarly, there are Ferryquay Gate, Bishop's Gate, Butcher's Gate, which are located in the north, south, and south. It's definitely a mistranslation right there. I don't think there's two souths, is there? Derry is one of the few virgin cities in European history that has never been breached since its founding. She endured a 105-day siege in 1689 but persevered. Interesting. Having said that, in the final analysis, it has nothing to do with the remoteness of this place, right? Twin ponytails resorted somewhat disapprovingly. Do not. At that time, it was an important link between the British mainland and the American colonies, and many Irish immigrants set off from here to the New World. So it is by, like, the ocean, right? It's such a piece of history. Sounds like you've always been interested in Ireland. It all started here, from this particular city. When you realize the beauty of a culture, you will always spontaneously dig more. Ireland is like that for me. Should be similar to someone's interest in India. Indeed, I read a lot about Indian philosophy. However, unlike your situation, it is totally impossible for me to love Ojibwe to Indian culture. What does that mean? Hold on, I gotta double check that. Ojibwe. Is that even a real word? Oh, nothing shows up. It's probably a mistranslation. Okay. It's difficult to understand, of course. It would be better to destroy the caste system that divides people into 4 classes. I didn't mean that in that way just now. Oh, that's right, Tessa. Don't be so sensitive about any topic. Then again, about the clue we're specifically looking for, is there really a clear goal? Of course there is. And many more. Ooh. Right here. Huh? Oh. Nice new CG. Originally, just wondering the purpose of on the 1 mile circumference of Derry City. The girl with natural volume suddenly fell down in front of a canyon, holding a flashlight from an unknown pocket in her mouth. Why? How suddenly? Yes, what's going on here? Both Walter and Tesla seem to be confused. 24 of these canyons remain. Oh, what's so special about this door? Or this one? The red twin-tails shrugged her shoulders in confusion. It's nothing special. Huh? Then why are you trying to grab it. But the indicator needle jumped. Einstein pulled some sort of army green meter from her pocket. Is this a Geiger counter? Ah. Is there a radioactive source here? Do not. There's a trace amount of Honkai energy detector that I asked Ada to modify some time ago. Pretty trendy, isn't it? Fashionable? I think it's almost scary. Red Twin-Tail scoffs at the taste of natural rolls. And many more. Who is Ada? Assistant, just like the Finn. Rather than gossip about this, let's find the information left by the other party first. The natural curly girl made a Sherlock Holmes style folded hands in situ. The story may have just begun. Right. Here. Oh? I don't know when the natural curly girl was already lying flat on the ground, and following the position of her fingers, the two of them also noticed an abnormally smeared asphalt. Einstein glanced around and saw that there was no one around. He took out a knife and scratched the gun a few times. A line of silver inscription was clearly revealed. Ooh. The innocent queen is blindfolded. Ha. What does that mean? Queen? Someone in British history? What queen would be blindfolded? Didn't mean ignorance or stupidity. Bro. It should mean, well. Is it some kind of metaphor like John the Baptist or Marie Antoinette? John the Baptist, Marie Antoinette, what's the meaning? Gee, I just said anything nonsense. Do not mind, don't care, don't care. It's not some wild-esque aesthetic totem. Do not understand at all. What a mess. Me neither. I don't know what she's trying to say here. Yep. In addition to the awkward atmosphere between the two, Natural Volume suddenly clapped her hands as if she understood something. The execution of Miss Jane Grey. Who's Jane Grey? Oh. The execution of Lady Jane Grey is an oil painting by Paul de la Roche, 1797 to 1865. Depicting Lady Jane Grey, 1537 to 1865, 1554, was disposed and executed at the age of 16. Okay, but who is Jane Grey? What? Hold on, I gotta double check. I'm gonna have to check that. Lady Jane Grey. Wikipedia. Later known as Lady Jane Dewey, who's a 9 days queen, was a teenage English noblewoman who claimed the throne of England and Ireland from July 10th to July 19th, 1553. So she was only queen for 10 days? Until she got murdered? That's fucked up. Yeah, 9 days. As a part of an unsuccessful bid to prevent the ascension of the Catholic Mary Tudor. Interesting. And there definitely is a painting called The Execution of Lady Jane Grey. Wow. Okay, so now what does that have to do with the story now? Let's find out. It looks like there's such a picture. The protagonist, Queen Jane Grey, is blindfolded. Yeah, just like the story. And about to be executed by the executioner. You know what? It's better if we all see it. Here. This is how it looks like. It's kind of fucked up, right? Wow. With an axe? Yikes. But yeah, that was her. Shortest reign, just 9 days. After the death of her cousin, the Protestant King Edward VI, son of Henry the Eighth. I mean, she was actually fifth in line to the throne, but his personal choice as was Protestant. History. This is just fate. True. Just like fate. Then again, we do have stigmatas, true. They are based off real people, usually. It looks like we might be spending a night on the boat tonight. Uh-oh. Let's go to the National Gallery tomorrow. Oh, they're gonna go look at the picture? The next day. Walking into the stairs from the narrow exit of Charing Cross underground station, you will be greeted by Trafalgar Square, a symbol of the Empire. Except pretty much every stigmata we have related to historical figure is a female, save for a very small amount like Holmes. Hey, just like fate for real, huh? Isn't this a famous song? Oh shit, hope it's not copyrighted. As an important symbol of the Empire, which of the sun never sets, even on Mondays in winter, there's still no shortage of tourists of all kinds. Is this the heart of Greater London? Looking at the towering Nelson's column, Walter couldn't help but sigh in the tone of a tourist. The inscription on the side of the memorial column shows that this is the commemorate of the English national hero who led the Royal Navy to defeat Napoleon's combined fleet in the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, but unfortunately died in the battle. Admiral Horatio Nelson established. Rest in peace. He was strategist and champion of the three armies. In the Atlantic Ocean, in the Nile, in the Copenhagen, in Trafalgar, he repeatedly led Britain to victory in decisive battles, for which he lost his right eye, and right arm successively until he sacrificed his life. Britons are not all crafty diplomats. They also have people who work hard. There must be another mistrusting. It's just that the glory of the empire is too bright, and in turn, to a certain extent, these people who have made great achievements for her are covered up. Huh. Just like normal people, I guess. England expects every man to do his duty. Recalling Plank's warning on the plane, the young man named Walter secretly made up his mind again. Huh, what about people? Hope we get to see Plank, some more Plank soon, because, shit cutie. The art gallery is to the north. Einstein reluctantly pulled Walter's sleeve. Don't get lost. What's in your backpack? It's important to us. Seems that Tesla, who has long been dissatisfied, took the opportunity to get down. Who made this? A man who had never seen the world? I guess if you ask him to go to the seafood market to buy fish like other pet penguins, he will be lost for you. What does that mean? In reality, penguins can indeed learn this behavior. We can refer to the penguin Lara, who once lived in Tsubushi City, Kagoshima Prefecture, Japan. Ayo, word? Yo, we gotta check this out. Let's see, what was her name? Lara? Lala the penguin. Oh, they even have a video.
It's happening in Japan.
Hold on. Let's check this out real quick. Hopefully it's not copyrighted.
Lala, a 10-year-old king penguin who used to call the Antarctic home. Lala lives here with the Nishimoto family.
2011, holy shit.
And this king penguin is really living like a king.
Oh, she died in 1986. R.I.P.
He's got his own room complete with a powerful air conditioner. And free run of the property. But Lala
Penguins.
isn't your
Yeah,
average
penguins.
couch penguin.
So they can't
He
fly,
likes
huh?
to travel. That's when the Nishimotos help pack him up for a trip
See
into
if you
town.
can see the right here.
Where else? The fish store.
Aww. So she just eats it? Oh shit. Dang, she eat that bitch whole.
Sardines and mackerel are his favorites. He loves to eat them. He is adorable.
Adorable, yes, and deserving
Oh,
of a
and
doggy bag for the trip home.
that's cute.
Lala grew up in the cold Antarctic and now lives in a city known for its heat and humidity.
Damn, that's crazy. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, back to it. The National Gallery is facing south, and some weathered and blackened Roman columns are across the street from Trafalgar Square. Just like the Apadana Palace in Persepolis, silently recounting the old days of the old empire. Brilliance. The thick history is wrapped in the sediment of life and deposited in inorganic buildings. This unique sense of oppression permeates the cold weather in London, reminding people from time to time that the violence called state or organization how powerful institutions are. Can the people who deal with them really accomplish anything without the bravery of the Spartacus, the cruelty of Robespierre, the wisdom of Benjamin Franklin, and the will of Vladimir Lenin? Okay. Hello, cheer up. Although it's not as good as the British Museum, it is also worth visiting. Dissatisfied with Walter's depression, Tesla patted him on the shoulder. Aww. It's not that Tesla said stranger things. Einstein, who was at the forefront, seemed a little dissatisfied. How strange. Obviously, it's a fact. Emotions are the paradox of excitement and depression. How can you accuse him of not being on the other end, since you have lured him to the one end of it? Don't talk about this kind of inexplicable philosophy. Not cute at all. Walter, what do you think? Excitement or depression, which is the mainstream of life, or in other words, the principle of human beings? Or from an aesthetic point of view, which one is more cute? Which one is more cute? The young man, who was still distracted, obviously did not listen to the question of the all-natural volume at all. I think... Oh, girls are so cute. Oh, well, my man's... It's getting all flustered. Girls are justice. Hey, let's go. That's what we were all talking about. For some reason, the face of the red double ponytail suddenly turned red and purple. Oh, she didn't like that. Oh? Natural Scrolls himself doesn't seem to care about this kind of nonsense. I just wanted to ask Mr. Walter if he thought of the beauty of man, but now that's the equivalent of an answer. Bad man. Oh. She flicked him hard on his forehead. Again. What is this? Administrator? I never imagined that researchers like you would be interested in ruined paintings. In the promenade in the backyard of the National Gallery, a certain administrator said while leading the way. This fat, middle-aged man with a pot belly and a slightly bald head held a wooden sign full of keys in his hand. The metal keys kept colliding with each other with his shaky steps. 1928. Oh wait. The flood of the Thames in 1928 destroyed a considerable part of the collection, and the exact extent of the loss has not yet been clearly calculated. The only certainty is that the painting you are looking for is one of these destroyed collections. Wait, what do you mean by no statistics until now? The other party's statement obviously refreshed Tesla's perception of the inefficiency of the bureaucracy system. Hey, me too. Alas, after all, there are no more than 2,000 world-famous paintings in the museum alone. Damn, that's a lot. The administrator spread his hand selflessly. How much damage each painting has suffered can only be assessed when the restoration is complete. You have to know, an old master can only repair 2 or 3 cards in a year. Very troublesome, yo. Yeah, I can see how that would take a long time. For 2,000 paintings? God damn. So the paintings we're looking for, it's one of the later restorations. It can be said like this, after all, it is a modern work and it is difficult to rank in front of those old guys. Modern, wasn't it made like in the 1600s? Let's see. Oh, 1833. I guess. It's probably like about 150-ish years old by that point. Yeah, I guess that's still modern-ish, yeah. Let me tell you, even the famous Turner still has many of his paintings unfinished. Saying something like this, the fat uncle who was leading the crowd finally stopped in front of an old warehouse door. That's it, I accompany you in. Well, Tesla looks embarrassed. We conduct research that is confidential. Ah, I heard this. The fat uncle does not back down. Oh, he wants to stay. I don't care if you're M15 or M16, MI5 or MI6, or something else. No non-staff members can be left unsupervised in this museum. Well, he's not gonna budge. No problem. Outside shrugged their shoulders, showing she didn't care. Let's go in together. Haha, that really helped a lot. Still, this lady is sensible. Gee, I'm just here for you. Huh? This where did such great taste come from? Oh, are they looking at the picture? Oh, what the hell? As the heavy door slowly opened with a creaking sound, a musty smell thicker than the door instantly entered everybody's nostrils. Ooh. Even Tesla, who had seen a century-old wine cellar in Vienna, was taken aback by the strong, musty smell. After the painting is damp, a certain amount of oil-water mixture will form on the surface. The constant temperature warehouse is all airtight. The fat uncle who fixed the door latch also coughed a few times. Thinking about it carefully, the result of this fermentation is probably not too much of the same as that of swell. Ugh. Excuse me, please don't be so disgusting. Cough, cough. The execution of Miss Jane Grey, right? Index cards haven't been done here yet. Oh, we can only check one by one. With a smile on his face, the fat uncle made a speech that was even more hopeless than the heavy musty smell. Damn. Despite being eroded by floods, natural relics are cultural relics after all. The fat uncle took the trouble to shout orders so that Walter's actions could be synchronized with his own. After all, the picture frame still has a considerable weight. In the action of gently handling for dozens of rounds, the two men already suffering from backache and sweating profusely. Sounds like a lot of hard work, huh? The goddess of dispute picks at the golden apples in the golden apple orchard. There's also a painting by Turner here. It's riddled with holes, it's a pity. Yeah. Ayo, welcome Nikki. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Pompeian destruction of Herculaneum. This is more than my height. Speaking of which, no one knows how big the painting we're looking for is. True, it could be massive, huh? This painting. Can you two be okay? Seeing that it was the torn of a work that seemed to be as tall as a football goal, the red double ponytail quickly stepped forward to help. Miss, go a little over there. Don't be so assertive. The service is doing good. How about you? Oh, pretty good, pretty good. It's been a chill day. So, ready for some chill reading. Hopefully it doesn't take us as long as last time. I think we were here for like 3 hours for only 6 chapters. Boy, I count 3, 1, 2, 3, up. A plate-like object larger than a warehouse door was lifted, trembling from its stand. The sackcloth wrapping the screen rustled annoyingly. Dust Walter, who couldn't get his hands free and tried hard to hold back his knees, had his facial features twisted to the point of twisting a twist. Oh, great words there, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and tear down these rags that are older than maybe I. The fat uncle wiped the sweat from his forehead and carefully unsealed the oil painting envelope that was covered with stains, watermarks, and dust. What can you call me? You can call me Fenrir, Fen, A1, any of those work. That's what people usually use. This is... Did they find it? As soon as the old seal was open, a bright white ivory came into view of the 4 of them. In the dim background, the innocent girl in white dress was blindfolded, and an old man dressed as a priest was led to icy guillotine. Wait, so that's a picture, right? Oh, it looks like it's only like half of it. Whoops, I did not mean to F11 that one. I meant to F11 this one. This is without a doubt the execution of Miss Jane Grey, and it is very well preserved. You can call me Whoops. You call me Zaki or Nikki. Nikki's just an English name. Ah, okay. I remember that. Zaki. Whoops. So it looks like it is the painting that we saw earlier, but it looks like only like this part is showing, not the whole thing. But pretty neat that they actually included, oh whoops, F11 the wrong one again, this one. No, impossible. How can that be? The fat uncle, who seems to be well informed in art, almost dropped his chin at this moment. My lord, not even a bit of mildew. But this picture. The twin ponytails, who were obviously wondering about the other things, took a magnifying glass and went behind the giant painting. Small head, big brain called true. Big brain, but they're tiny. The same is true for the signature area. Isn't there anything strange about it? Ooh, maybe it's not the real picture. The real portrait, is it? How? Isn't that magical enough? The fat uncle certainly doesn't understand what Tesla's weirdness is referring to. Do you remember where this painting was exhibited before? Girl, you asked. What, her name for real Tesla? Yeah, that's her name, Tesla. The red-haired girl is Tesla, and then the blue-haired girl is Einstein. The fat uncle spreads his hands in disbelief. When the flood occurred in 1928, I was still a native student. Knowing that he was asking an idiot question, Tesla stuck out her tongue. It's funny. Not enough clues. Glue? The fat uncle was still confused. I do have a guess. Einstein took what looked like a tube amplifier from Walter's backpack. I can use it to scan the canvas, okay? Ah, isn't it? No. Seeing this, Tesla also seemed to realize an incredible possibility. This thing doesn't emit any radiation, does it? The fat uncle looked at the suspicious device with some vigilance. Some goofy ass names, no cap, true. But they're based off of the real world scientists, which is kind of cool. Microwaves in a specific band only, nothing destructive. What does that mean? According to quantum theory, the ability of electromagnetic waves to affect molecules depends on their frequency or wavelength. The higher the frequency or the shorter the wavelength of the electromagnetic wave, the more capable it is to change the microscopic structure of the molecule. Specifically, as far infrared electromagnetic wave, the frequency of microwave is far from enough to change the molecule itself, and the result of the object receiving microwave radiation can only be heated, its application that is, in microwave ovens. What the? Discord usernames. True, actually. It activates a rare element, breaking it out of its original state of mixing. Oh? The fat uncle touched his forehead and reacted for a while. So what does that mean? Wait, are you going to use that thing to pull something out of this canvas? It can also be understood. No. If you do this, won't be the painting being ruined? Not so much. The natural curly girl took out a flashlight and shone on the canvas of the side. Really? Ah. The fat uncle stood. Second monk was puzzled. Please observe carefully. The girl explained while maintaining the angle of the torch. Did you see it? There's a thin film on the surface of the painting. Ah, so yeah, there's something covering it, huh? The protective paint? No protective paint can keep the painting in such perfect state. The fat uncle's expression became more and more confused. Careful study, this layer of film is still slightly glowing metallic luster. I like how they're keeping it with the fat uncle thing. What is this? I've never heard of anything like this. We can't test it now with your permission. Natural Roll shook the hand of the machine in his arms. I said that you are not allowed to damage the screen. The fat uncle became anxious immediately. If you do anything wrong, you and I are both sinners of all mankind. They're not gonna ruin it. You are exaggerating. May I ask what time it is? It's 11:52 a.m. here because I'm in Japan right now. Oh, nice. It's late over here. It's 9:52 p.m. I'm in the central time of North America. This painting just becomes as fragile as any other normal collection thereafter. Yeah, that's funny. A lot of my viewers are usually from like around that area too. It's like morning for them, which is pretty funny. I think I like it. The substance is very important to us. Letting it just protect the painting might be a huge waste of value. But it's a painting. It's a valuable painting, isn't it? If you insist on refusing here, our organization has other options as well. I'm 2 hours in the past. You're in that California time, my boy. It's not that I speak badly. I'm afraid that all the members of your restaurant will be unable to eat and walk around. What? What's she talking about? Ugh. Little girl, I'm not unreasonable either. Even if it doesn't destroy the painting itself, I think there's one thing you have to explain. After the film is extracted, what kind of value does it have? Morally speaking, why should our museum allow you to do this? True. Protect the fate of mankind? Or protect the fate of mankind? Natural said on the cold boys that had never been seen before. Damn, she's serious. Before the uncle of the administrator recovered from his stunned state, Einstein had already used the machine in his arms to aim at the center of the canvas. Resonance type soul steel extraction. Start. Please cover your ears. Uh-oh. Oh, is that the end of chapter 7? Alright, chapter 8. How long did that take? Wow, that took kinda long, like 40-ish minutes? Holy shit. You. Bro, what the fuck are you saying? He's probably cursing and then they're like trying to cover it. 2 minutes have passed since Einstein began to operate some strange device. The bald uncle who had insisted on supervising him before now screamed and ran away. Oh, bro. Walter! Watch your ears. Forget about the others. No, I can't let go now. Oh. Bro, what are you doing? Don't they say to protect yourself before others? Do not do that. Take care of yourself first. I'm okay. That's funny as hell. In the continuous waves of metallic friction, sounds that made the hair stand end on end, the cold sweat flowed. The naturally clear girl tone was as calm as usual. At this moment, she's fully focused, operating the tube amplifier in her arms with a steady rhythm. If anyone fortunate enough to have seen the way the mercury vibrates in the horn, then they may be able to understand more easily what is happening in front of Walter and the others at this moment. As the mercury-releasing machinery individually operates at full capacity, the protective film of the painting gradually becomes opaque. It begins to reveal a unique silvery white luster of metal. They're constantly oozing and shaking on the canvas like sweating detaching from the original picture. 2.5 minutes, 2:45, 2:55. May I ask what other games you play? Yeah, like on the channel, I also play Arknights a lot. And I started this new JRPG. It's called Soul Hackers 2, which is really good. But I might do that one on the weekends and then like keep Honkai and Arknights during the weekdays. Noise is getting stronger and stronger, and every second seems to be as long as a century in hell. I used to play Fire Emblem 2. Well, that was way back. But I still play it, but I don't like play it on the stream anymore. Hello, you guys. Listen quickly. If this goes on, your ears won't be able to bear it. No, but do not do that. I'll be alright. The silver sweat gradually came out of the picture and slowly converged into a cherry-sized metal droplet under the canvas. Extracting a small piece of liquid metal from the flame more than 2 meters high should have been quite a spectacular and shocking scene, if not for the terrifying noise that accompanies it. If I have to describe it, the sound of rubbing a steel spoon on a steel pot is probably the closest to its feeling. Ugh. It's probably sounds awful. In addition, scratching the blackboard with a fingernail. Oh, slapping a nylon umbrella with a ballpoint pen may also achieve the same effect. Ouch. Should probably play Genshin Impact. Oh, I used to play Genshin Impact. I haven't played it in a long time. I kind of got a little bored of it. That's why I started. Well, that's why I got back into Honkai, because I started Genshin when it came out. But I'm starting to like Honkai a lot better, just story-wise, I guess. But yeah, I haven't played Genshin in a long while. But maybe one day I'll get back into it. It's especially with the Sumero coming out and all that. I might give it a shot again. But I'm like super behind. I think I'm like in the beginning of Inazuma still. I think the last quest I did was the quest for Ayaka. So I think I'm in the middle of Yoimiga's quest. So I'm like super behind. The new characters are really cool. Daddy Alheim is so hot too. Oh yeah, it's the guy with the what's it called? Does he have green hair or something like that? He looks like one of the flame chasers, right? Yeah, he's pretty hot, dude. I'm not gonna disagree there. I do agree. The other girls, a lot of the girls, the redheaded girl Nilu, you know, huge into redheads, and she's really cute. And the other girl, like Sue and Sumero, yeah, that's who I'm thinking about. He looks just like that. He has gray hair and a hydro pole arm. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's pretty good looking. He's pretty handsome. I do agree. But also, yeah, Nila looks cute, like super cute. And what's the other girl? Deya, I think. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but the like the black haired chick, she looks super cute too. So I kind of want to get back when they come out, but I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, Dayla, Niu, Candace, and Kalei are the only girls I remember. Yeah, Candace looks great too. And Kalei, she's like that little green hair girl too. Apparently you get her for free, don't you? Or something like that? I might be misremembering it. I don't remember. I haven't played, like I said. What to say, stupid? What? This is me. The only do thing. Damn, he is not looking good. Bro, you should have been covering your ears. Fool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sit down, do not talk. Take a quiet break, your ear nerves are now overloaded. I wonder why. Oh. Tessa pulled her finger out of her ear hole and vigorously shook the double ponytail that had become a little messy. It's been a long time since I heard it. It's really exciting. Don't ban me, please. Nah, don't worry. You're fine. I know you're not afraid of metal fricatives by nature, but those two guys are miserable. Yikes. Walter need not say. The art gallery administrator who ran away from the door even disappeared. Yeah, homie took off. He was like, as soon as the sound started playing, he was out. Poor guy. Sorry, I didn't play clearly enough. As Tesla said, I am immune to this kind of noise. Ah. She's got some special ears. Forget that nasty uncle. Twin Tails walked up to Walter and gave him a stern look. Oh no, here she goes again. You guy, you're just trying to be brave, aren't you? We asked you to plug your ears, why don't you listen? I know you're worried about her, but yes, she's still really just not afraid. This kind of sound, Why do you have to be so stubborn, huh? Why not protect yourself first, as we say? Do we know more, or do you know more? Or I guess, are we in charge of you, or are you in charge? Then she's fucking pissed. Don't you give me Tesla. Natural volume interrupted her by yelling the name of Double Ponytail. Walter, he had good intentions. Starting point, as a researcher, you are going to give me a motivation theory now, Einstein. He's disobedient like this. What will he do when he encounters more dangerous situations in the future? Do you want him to drown in what we call love? Wait, what? You're an assistant, Mr. Walter. Your first duty is to obedient. You do what we say. Put away your self-righteousness, caring hearts. It's not necessary at all. And you, Einstein, don't pet him anymore. It's disgusting. Yikes, yo, Tesla's going off. She strode away angrily and walked away without looking back. Poor Welt. Nestled in the backseat of the taxi, the young man still had lingering fears that Dr. Twintail's rage. That I... Take it easy. The natural curly girl looked out the window of the other side and said without looking back, "Wait, but are we gonna find out what they found inside the painting? What adventure rank are you? I'm pretty sure I was 45 when I stopped playing. I think I did make it to 45. But I remember, like, I was not level. It was like harder to level once you hit 45. So yeah, pretty sure I stayed there. She's just having a bad temper. Oof. True. But myself is indeed too stubborn. Hey, at least he understands. Within today, you are prohibited from apologizing. AR-54. Hey, nice. Isn't the cap like around 55-ish? Last time I remember? AR-9 is my account. Oh. It's pretty low. Damn, you can handle two. I can't handle two accounts on Genshin. It feels like a lot, even with one account. But hey, that's cool. Don't add fuel to the fire. When you go back, you will act like nothing happened. That's sensible enough. What? Rest assured, she won't find fault with you. Tesla's not the kind of person with a small stomach. Rather, at this time, she might be having a good drink at a bar somewhere. Just like me. In order to spell the guilt that I just had, lost my temper against this. Oh, it's 60? Let's go. Hey, you're almost there. Me? No, I'm not there. The taxi turns near a golden statue and continues along the boulevard on the north side. Outside the car window on the left is a boxy classical building with a flag that is so flowery that you can't see the pattern. Buckingham Palace. The girl pointed out the boxy classical building and said, "Hanging the monarch flag means that the queen is in the place. Oh, in the palace." Ah. The four colored blocks on the monarch's flag represent England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and the overseas territories. So it's basically the UK, right? Because of the Prince of Wales, the title of the Crown Prince, there is no red dragon element in the monarch's flag. Not even close. Oh, yeah, I mean, it does get harder to level up once you hit like 45, right? So yeah, it's gonna be a while, but you'll get there one day. You probably don't want to hear these things. Can you change your mood for a while? Whoop. What does it mean? Oh, it seems like you were fighting by that guy. It's fine. What I said, although that person has a violent temper, it will be fine if her anger passes over. Oh, they're talking about Tesla. I don't know why. I guess the translation keeps on screwing up the pronouns. It's you. The next time you see her, don't be intimidated. It's weird because it's like sometimes they use the right female pronoun, and sometimes they use the male. Then she would probably hate you instead. Oof. Correct. Now that the soul steel has been obtained, it's time for you to pay a visit to Her Royal Highness in our laboratory 42. This is still talking about Tesla? Huh? Not me. Of course not. It's not that grumpy. So, now, keep the secret. The girl smiled in a tricky way and didn't answer anymore. It's like 100k XP on God. Ooh. That's a lot. But best of luck. I'm sure with Sumeru you'll get a lot done. I don't know. I remember how much you get from exploration, but I think it's quite a bit, right? The taxi went around the Wellington Arc and went straight west along the Knight's Bridge. On this late autumn evening, the cool glow reflected by the water on the side of the road reminds people of an inauspicious poem from more than 2,000 years ago. The pale death knocks equally on the door of the poor man's house and the gate of the king's palace. Sumer is quite big. Oof. My Inazuma map's not even complete. So if I do get back into Genshin, it's gonna take me a lot to like catch up. Pale death equals. The sentence comes from the ancient Roman poet Horace, Quintus Horatius Flaccus, 65 BC to 8 BC. The original Latin is Palladia Mortis Aequabo. This is mistranslation because that is not Latin at all. The girl rolled the car window and turned to Hyde Park across the road. It's time to return to the familiar Imperial Academy. Hey, they're back home. So my Inazuma poems aren't complete, but I got all the statues. Ah, that's more than me. I don't think I have all the statues myself. The door to Lab 42 was firmly locked and the trio of suitcases was littered in the center of the hallway. There was no signs of anyone coming back to the front on the front door. It must be a bar somewhere, don't mind her. Oh, she must be at a bar somewhere. Don't worry about the luggage for now. Follow me. Natural volume with the plan in her heart turned to the corridor on the right. The area where the Walter and boy could not figure out its purpose. You should be very concerned about it. No, that wouldn't be. That's especially concerned. No, how can I say? I understand, yes. Very concerned. Very, very concerned. Right? In the face of his sudden and inexplicable stubbornness, the young man had no choice but to show a lost-to-you expression. Nothing like some good old classical music. True. Also, welcome, Wesley. Welcome. So long. This one that's playing right now? Got hit with nostalgia. Some good stuff. I do be jamming to that. I know. Natural Skull noted pretentiously. Bring it on. Move to cry. Get excited to undress and celebrate. Hey yo, what? It's time for you to throw yourself in the face of the trump card of Lab 42. When you said these words, that usual, consistent, unsentimental, and organic tone. With that enigmatic smile, he looked very flat. And the man kept active inserting the keys, just didn't turn it. In the beginning, have you been making fun of me on purpose? The poor young man shrugged his shoulders in disbelief. I literally struggle to say anything, so reading this game's dialogue is hard, on God. Hey, that's fine. Because I'll be reading it for you. Certainly. As if hearing a satisfactory answer, the girl turned the key with a smile. I'll also try to fix the grammar issues that the translation has, because it has a lot. The moment the door opened, Walter wondered what he was facing. Looks like a server room. A cloud of ethereal pink fluorescence like the heart of some kind of phantom creature is beating slowly. In the background, rows of devices resembling telephone switches hummed annoyingly. Countless of lights flickered on and off in the dark. Yo, hey, Final Face, how you doing? Yeah, today's been doing so good. How about yourself, man? Just having a chill reading. Gotta get this visual novel finished up. There are 9 minutes left of my meeting for high school. Yay! Hey, nice. Gotta get that learning in school, huh? After a while, the fluorescent light disappeared suddenly. An inexplicable sound of scales sounded like a therium electronic organ. Let's see, the therium is one of the world's earliest electronic musical instruments, invented by the Russian inventor Therium in 1919. Electronic instrument in 1919? Holy shit, that's early. Due to the special tone, it was used to create a horror atmosphere of many early films. Ooh. Dropped in like I'm at work so I can't hang out. Hey, no problem, man. Glad you said hi, bro. No problem. But hope you have fun at work too. Good afternoon, Ada. Oh wait, that's who Ada is? It's like a robot? The girl who was not surprised with this said hello to the location where the fluorescent light was before. Good afternoon, Dr. Einstein. Yo, what the? Did the light turn into a girl? Ah, Mr. Assistant 2, good afternoon. High school meetings are only for reminders. It's a special one because we are deciding how to design teaching pattern. Like online, F2F online, F2F and so on. Ah! Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we don't have those over here. At least not that I have. But good luck. For sure. From the director of the Unfamiliar Boys, a cute human figure was transformed like a magic and nodded the two of them. You, hello. I guess it has a figure of a girl, but it looks like light. Ada, introduce yourself to this guy. I have already opened the image simulation system. The natural curly girl said without looking back while debugging those telephone switches. Okay. Yo, she cute as hell. And she got that, what is it called? Heterochromia? Gotta remember that's it's not a real human. Human figure formed by fluorescent light gradually became clear like a real fairy tale character, floating gently in the center of the room. Hello, I am the terminal interface trial work number 0042, and the human name is Ada. A-D-A. Ada. Ah, okay. That's cute. She pronounced the last syllable of her name as if she had deliberately flicked the tip of her tongue from the roof of her palate, making Walter embarrassed to think of a controversial novel he recently published in France. What novel is it? Lolita. The tip of the tongue is up in 3 steps, from the upper jaw down gently to the teeth. Lolita. September 1955, Bonnebach's famous novel Lolita was first published by the Paris Olympias Press. Ah. Then it's not recent, because this takes place in like the 90s, right? Yeah, I wouldn't call 40 years ago recent. If you need to use the Lovelace system, you can give me the problems that need to be solved. Augusta Lovelace, Countess of Lovelace, daughter, the poet by Brian, was the first computer programmer in human history. Oh. We don't get a date on that one? What is a Lovelace system? It's mostly face-to-face because students of the higher grade read a set of paragraph of how efficient it is. Technically, we extended for 20 minutes. Ah, okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's probably easier to get, like, ideas out when you're face-to-face than, like, online and stuff like that. What the heck? What is this? Ada used fluorescent light to write a line of unidentified characters in the air. In your language is such JSZZJSJ. In your language is such an acronym. Everyone thinks this title is too difficult to pronounce, so it is called Lovelace System. Oh. I don't know how you get Lovelace out of that, but okay. And many more. What happened to the abbreviation for the Cthulhu favor just now? JS what Z what? Or 5 more minutes, or hey, 5 more minutes reading, right? Way to continue with the line of even more obscure characters. Johanna Shiba Zukala. I'm not gonna try to read that. Inside the Home Office, large major inquiry system referred to as HOMES is an information technology system used by the British police to investigate major cases. What matters to us here is that his full name was deliberately put together by the British for the acronym Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, of course. What a British thing to do. Large, major, and fast Honkai energy composing system. The translation should be like this. I give up. Me too, bro, me too. The young man looked at this ghostly talisman in despair. Or tell me what you can normally do. Weather forecast, weapons, performance estimation, analysis of social data. But the definition of normal, that's all. I don't know if this is the right way to summarize. The youth held his chin and thought for a while. That is to say, you and other labs, well, that extra large computer are similar things. They are indeed my kind, although fairly primitive. The other person casually judged the most sophisticated computing devices of our time. Original? Wait, she calls them primitive even though they're sophisticated? Maintaining the first level intelligence to the peers currently accounts for 99% of my core module performance. Shit. Still, the computing power of those devices is 13 decimal orders of magnitude away from my remaining 1%. Wow. The supercomputer IBM NORG in 1954 can perform about 67,000 basic operations per second, while the supercomputer Sunway Taihu Light in 2016 can perform about a lot. I'm not even going to try to figure out what number that is. Floating point operations per second. 13 orders of magnitude? Walter, who's not very good at mathematics, has no idea of such large numbers. He's just like me. 10 trillion. Oh, okay. That's a lot. They only count every time I count this many times. In other words, my 1 second is equal to 100,000 years. Holy shit. Buried? Don't be surprised. Ada did not belong to this era. Ada does not belong to this era. Oh, is she from the previous era? Does not belong to this era? You mean... That's right, product of pre-civilization. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually, that it's set in the 90s. There's also the fundamental reason why 42 Labs hired Dr. Elias Norkian Vitainen. Root cause. You mean he gave Ada? That's right, basically a tutor. The girl shrugged helplessly. Ada's name, image, behavior, it's all that guy's taste. Well, let me say he's got good taste. Is she a cutie? The young man felt a chill from the depths of his spine. The records in the Soul Steel did not need translation, Dr. Einstein, Assistant Walter. What? There are only 2 records. One is the image data of this generation, and the other is some kind of data encrypted with mathematical methods. Not surprisingly, show me the video first. Okay. Ooh. Aw, before she finished speaking, Ada's image of a fairy tale girl disappeared, replaced by a marriage-like phantom. That's a cave that looked quite similar to the Yellowstone ruins. Yeah. A figure appeared in the field of vision, a black-haired older sister. She was wearing a nation Valkyrie uniform covered in blood. Oh, what? Who is this? The recording should have already started. The big sister and the phantom took a deep breath. I am... Seeing this means that you have initially solved the riddle I left behind. Oh, so she's the one that put the writings in the bunker? Hahaha, I don't even know if I should congratulate you or curse you. I'm guessing you know about such an organization as the Destiny. Maybe you are one of them. Oh, even you might be Auto Apocalypse himself. What the fuck's going on here? Huh. And this is the last case, then I probably really need to thank the gods. Auto Apocalypse? His name sounds familiar to Walter. Shh. Okay, my bad. Einstein frowned, motioning him not to make a sound. You must know what collapse is. Naturally, the Ha in the video, the HA in the video couldn't interact with them. He just spoke at his own pace. Or she just spoke at her own pace. You must also know that the belief of the Destiny organization is to eradicate the collapse from the Earth. But unfortunately, this cannot be done. You might think I'm just being carried away by negativity. No, it's not like that. In the last Soul Steel, you will find irrefutable and brutal proof. Please be mentally prepared for this. I know you must be wondering something right now. As you think the Soul Steel is you found now is not what I call the last Soul Steel. What the fuck is a Soul Steel? It was dumped by me, a video, and with the password message. Try to unravel it, prove me your technical prowess. What does she mean? What the heck did I just watch? While playing the video, I analyzed the encryption of what she said was a cipher message. Ada, who has regained her anthropomorphic form, reports. My guess is using discrete logarithms on the elliptic curves in finite fields. Who is a lot? Holy shit. No, elliptic curve cryptography is an encryption technique that is quite commonly used today. Hello, Fur. I need to go for like 15 minutes, but I'll come back unless the stream ends. Hey, good luck. Have fun. It's alright, man. It's alright, yo. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, we'll probably be here for maybe another hour or two. Gotta get at least 6 chapters done today. Because there's like 26 chapters in this novel. And we're only like in 7. But yeah, good luck. Don't worry. We'll be here, hopefully. Probably. Oh my god, this takes me back. I hated doing this in calculus. The elliptic curve here refers to it, or algebra, I mean, my bad. Algebraic curve in the shape of y equals to y, wait, not equals to y, to the multitude of 2 equals x to the multitude of 3 plus ax plus b. But not an ellipse in the conic section. The reason why an elliptic curve is called elliptic curve is that formulas such as x to the power of 3 plus 8x plus b will appear in the process of integral calculation of the elliptic arc length. And the reason why the elliptic arc length cannot be expressed by basic functions is also the same related. Elliptic curves are also a key of stepping stone to the proof of Fermat's last theorem, whose importance in algebra evident. ECC is more difficult to crack than any other common encryption technique, RSA factoring cipher. For example, the minimum key length recommended by the National Bureau of Standards and Technology, ECC, is 160 bits and RSA is of 1024 bits. I did not understand a fucking thing, but okay. Something about logarithms. Given that there are currently no references in this field, it is tentatively estimated that brute force crackling will take 3 months. Running at full load? Einstein's brow spurred again. Ooh, she does not want to wait 3 months. If all other schedules and daily functions are suspended, it will still take about 4 weeks. Dr. Einstein, is this an urgent task? Call. The natural clearly held took a deep breath. No, I was just kidnapped by curiosity. So, do we adjust the schedule? Walter. Einstein suddenly took a step closer, her eyes fixed on the man who was not helping to solve the puzzle. Yeah, well, that's your boy for us. In the young man who couldn't keep up with it paced from the beginning, staggered back in fright. Bro, I understand you. I also don't know what the fuck's going on. To his surprise, a sinister smile appeared from the girl's face. Uh-oh. This time, please, take good care of yourself, alright? What? Wait, what did you say? Oh, that's it? Chapter 7? Chapter 8? Chapter 9 time, baby. Alright. Well, 4 weeks from now, a lab assistant named Walter has a lot of responsibilities. Lab 42 is quasi-vacation for 4 weeks because the supercomputer Ada is completely occupied by certain computing tasks, which also means that his work on planning the entertainment activities of the 2 doctors is about to begin. Although one of them claimed that it is not that I don't work every day during the holidays, but in terms of the other style, it seems difficult to say. What did she just say? Especially just a few hours ago, her mindless and handsome behavior made her furious. The wall clock silently passed 11 o'clock. Although he knew that the security in this area was the best in the UK, Walter, who was unable to sleep peacefully, chose to stay up all night in the hallway and wait. Damn, bro, making you stay in the hallway? On the other hand, Einstein, who seemed to be accustomed to her roommates coming home late, went upstairs to rest an hour ago. And just that, there are sounds of various debris falling from the garbage chute from time to time, but it sounds like he has been cleaning up the house. After drinking the 7th cup of black tea, the Catcher in the Rye has turned to the last page. Oh, he's reading Catcher in the Rye. Also translated Catcher in the Rye is the novel by American writer J.D. Salinger, published in 1951. Man, I remember they made us read that in high school too. I don't remember what the hell it was about, I just know I had to read it. When a source published, The Catcher in the Rye was banned in many schools and libraries. Now the book is mandated in many American schools. Yup. Pretty sure I read it in... It was either my freshman year or sophomore year. One of those two, but I had to read it, Catcher in the Rye. It has greatly influenced generations of American youth. Yeah, sure, influenced. Even though I don't remember it. The stupid protagonist in it has somewhat cute temperament, which reminds me of Don Quixote I read last year. What? So to say, the letter I received just now was quite strange. Is that Otto? When you received this letter, it should have been around the 31st. Happy Halloween. So he's dressed up as a vampire, huh? I heard that is because a certain bishop attaches great importance to this festival, so every year a grand arrangement is carried out at the headquarters. That's right, the attached photos are my arrangement here this year. Well, that explains it, the costume. By the way, starting from this month, the staff of this laboratory is finally happy to be the only one left. So as you can see, even if you take a picture, you can only take a selfie. Huh, poor Otto. He was the only one at his party. Haven't received your reply recently. Is it because the new opportunities have rekindled their enthusiasm for life? I heard you guys were going back and forth across the Atlantic and had a lot of fun. However, the North American branch has always had a bad reputation on the headquarters side. If they're going to make trouble with each other, you must not participate blindly. I heard the water here seems to be quite deep. Oh, wait, so the lab that was doing shit on Weld was Schicksal, huh? Interesting. And that's why Otto is sending him letters. I'm stupid too. What is the relationship between the fairy fight and you and me? Not to mention, although I don't know what the weather is like in London, but today in Vienna, the moonlight is indeed rare. I also count on my drinking power. Let's just talk about something that is not usually said. I'll say it for a while, just listen to it. Don't take it too seriously. I know that you are a person who likes to read, but I don't know if you have ever thought about it. In the struggle against the collapse, what made us human beings severely frustrated and suffered heavy losses. After all, what kind of disadvantage is it that makes us take advantage of the collapse time and time again, and we are tired of dealing with it? In other words, why do we keep repeating the same mistakes? Throughout human history, it is true that we have been making progress all the time, and this trend of progress will never be stopped by a single event. What I see more are those pioneers who stand up to the tide. They are helpless and scared, even sometimes because of their own personal factors. They were defeated and embarrassed. They are spiritual giants, but sometimes materially weak. Their spirits often require a long-term inheritance before they can become recognized as invaluable. Earlier, I told you the story of the Saint Karen. However, what I want to say today is, compared with her great personality, she is naturally given the body of an ordinary girl. Although Castellana's bloodline is definitely not ordinary, but it does not make any decision the difference in meeting. It is so fragile and so small that ordinary people can sentence her to death, so that a mere Honkai beast can easily take her life. Oh, that's right, they were talking about some Saint Karen in one of the earlier chapters. But he's talking about Colin now, huh? It doesn't make sense, doesn't it? The world we live in is not logical at all, and it does not respect the principle of equivalent exchange at all. I will never forget what happened to Karen in this short life. I am convinced that, for us human beings, the biggest enemy is not collapse at all, but precisely ourselves. We ourselves are so fragile that our heroes are always powerless to save everyone. We ourselves are so fragile that some of us doubt the motives of our heroes. As for the fact that we will disregard real justice for the sake of small profits in front of us, we are so fragile that we can only exchange short and return peace by threatening each other, and we have to use high-sounding words such as order and ethics to cover up those despicable motives. And I gotta hand it to Otto. He's kind of spitting facts here. Wait, so now I'm curious. Does the Saint Karen, was she like based? Was like Colin based off of her story? Catherine of Siena was a lay member of the Dominican order, was a mystic activist, and Arthur had influence in Italian literature and the Catholic Church. Dr. Church. Maybe. Where is Siena at? it's in Italy. She wanted earlier to devote herself to God against the will of her parents. She joined Montadas, a group of Greece women, primarily windows, informally devoted to Dominican spirituality. Her friends with Pope Gregory was a role in their was a decision to leave. That's interesting. Oh, what the fuck? Benedration. She was buried in a Roman cemetery. Damn, she was killed. Maybe Colin was based off of her. I'll definitely have to look into her a lot deeper later on. The saint. She's a saint because although she's inherently vulnerable as we are, but she and only she, unlike us, is not afraid of her own vulnerability. This kind of bravery that comes from the heart for ordinary people is like the sun, out of reach. At least compared to her, myself, I am a complete coward. True. You're a little bitch, Otto. I'm glad you understand. Each of us carrying the original sin called fear. Trembling seeks the answer to life. The Satanists will not laugh at us, but every time I realize we live like this, I just want to slap myself to death. But just imagine, if each of us really had a chance to get rid of this invulnerability once the fear of unvulnerable rooted in the heart of human beings is uprooted. Then we create a new culture. How tolerant, how confident, how energetic it must be. And the so-called collapse in front of us like this isn't too small to be worth mentioning? Isn't it too small to be worth mentioning? Such a world will protect the saintness. Such a world is more than worthy of the saintness protection. If Karen had a chance to shine on the world stage again, then this time she won't be hampered by her own insignificance. I haven't tasted red wine for a long time, and I probably drank a lot today. This letter may seem to you to be purely incoherent, but that's okay. Before, I had been talking to you as a member of the organization. Today, let me be an ordinary researcher and make some self-righteous complaints. I don't think the kind of world I've dreamed of can come true, but that's okay. We still have a lot to do, don't we? You're a little weird, old friend today, Clown Alpha. Why did he call himself Clown Alpha? 1028, 1955, 1028. Wait. 1955? That's right. This takes place in the 50s. I completely forgot. It doesn't take place in the 90s. The hour hand of the clock turned 60 degrees, and it was already the early morning of the next day. Walter suddenly refilled himself an 8th cup of black tea. Hold on, it's gonna bother me. I forgot from like the first time you read what time place it takes in. Oh, it doesn't say on the thing on the website. There's not a lot of info on it, actually. Oh, maybe this website might have something. There's a Hoya Lab article about it.
If you play
Well, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like in the 50s if I remember correctly. So I was wrong when they were talking about like the Catcher in the Rye, or not the Catcher in the Rye, different novel being released way earlier. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. The door finally sounded the unique sound of a drunk, the kind of lock that would not find the keyhole in life or death. I know that feel. Oh shit. Damn, she's drunk as fuck, isn't she? Ah, you kitty haven't slept. Bane steps, the smell of alcohol on her face. There's no doubt that this girl has been drinking too much. Yeah, she is, she's been drinking a little bit too much. Yes, want to go upstairs? Recalling the advice with the natural skull, the young man decided to deal with this scene with a calm mind. Hey, good job, Bolt. Go upstairs. Don't. The red-haired woman with her double ponytails have untwisted her hands rudely. You come talk to me? Me? Less nonsense. Besides you, who else? Bruh. The adult who had no taste of alcohol fell down and lay down on the small sofa beside him. Damn, she's out of it. You haven't heard of it anyway, have you? Never heard before? What didn't you hear? So long-winded, you. Where are the MPs from? Haven't heard it? What's she talking about? His reference is meant to explain to you in a serious manner. Just wash your ears and listen carefully, right? The red-haired drunk scolded nonsensically as she twisted her coat on the back of the sofa in disgust. You know, Lao Tzu's name is Nicholas. What? It just happened to be a girl's name here, so I just did like that. But on the passport you can. I'm a little ashamed to say it. You mean, is Nikolai a pseudonym? It's not even a pseudonym. Oh, it's the blue-haired chick, right? I think. Federica Nikola Tesla. That's what the full name says. Oh no, it's hers. Federica Nikola Tesla. That's right. Man, that's so dumb. Can't believe I forgot. Tesla's full name is Nikola Tesla. Federica. Really? Sounds like a German, so. Tesla is a Serb who was born in Croatia and holds Austrian nationality. In Central Eastern Europe, this is not uncommon for historical reasons. Ugh, isn't that a cute name? The drunk girl charged her position dissatisfied and crossed her legs together. I know what you guys are going to say. Hey, welcome back. So how was your, oh, don't worry about the length. So how was your, meeting? You can't be interested with a unisex name like Nikolai, right? Yes, is that so? I've had enough of my life as a so-called girl. The drunk woman's speech suddenly quickened. It's so stupid. How can human personality be defined by such boring things as gender and race? Yeah, you know, I guess she has a point. Has your brain seen soaked in formalin? Formalin is a mixed aqueous solution with a formaldehyde content of about 40%, methanol content of about 15%. It is generally used as a preservative for preparing specimens. In our world, on April 8, 1955, within several hours after the death of psychiatrist Albert Einstein, his brain was initially solidified by a 10% to 11.4% formalin solution, and then saved by slices. What? Many paragraphs and many reminders. Tesla's going out there with their mind. True. But really, unfortunately, the vast majority of people in the world are really just cocooning themselves and planning their lives with boring labels. You know, she kind of spitting here. Once someone jumps out of these overt rules, they become nameless and violent, and as if other parties going to ruin their lives. Yeah, these people probably have forgotten that the various identities in us are just fictional settings created by human beings in order to organize a decent society. You're playing Genshin right now? Oh, hey, have fun. Play that Sumero for me. Nah, but Tesla's right. Pronouns are but a construct. All the things that did not exist in nature are nothing but human fictions, and they are nothing more than presumptions. Fabricated. Mandate of heaven is fictional. England is fictional. Driving on the left is fictional. Even toilets are divided between men and women. That is fictional too. I'm sorry. It's like cramming a duck to talk about it all at once. Note: fat liver, French foie gras, is a famous French dish often called foie gras in Chinese, but actually duck liver is also used as a raw material. Ugh. Farms that produce fatty livers force a duck or geese to develop fatty liver by cabbage feeding the feed directly into the stomach. Ugh. Force feeding lasts 2 to 4 weeks, 2 to 3 times a day, using a tube to inject a specially prepared feed slurry directly into the esophagus. This will allow a large excess of nutrients to accumulate in the liver, resulting in a large and delicate fatty liver. What the fuck? I don't know how to feel about that one. That was not exactly a fun fact. Nikola Tesla, known as professional doctor of drinking alcohol and becoming a talker. Me too. The red-haired woman jumped up and grabbed the black tea in front of the youth and drank it all, without any reason. Bruh, you just drank this tea, what the heck? You call me PhD, but I haven't graduated yet. Huh? What? Are you that surprised? It's not uncommon for people to choose to suspend their studies for various reasons. So just not even a real doctor. But aren't you doing research here too? Ah, this one is different. Tesla shrugged helplessly. Professor Planck, purely theoretical. With my current research, I can't graduate from her. Especially that bastard Einstein, then only let me run virtual tests on Ida. Didn't it just blow up the bedroom once or twice? Bruh. What? You still don't know who Ada is? Ada's words, I just met today. Oh yeah, that's the robot. Or not robot, but like the AI. Roar, looks like you finished analyzing that thing. No, it looks like it's going to be 4 weeks before the results come out. Ugh. Then can we play all night tonight? Ha 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 ha. All night? All night? Isn't that of course, you fool? Cute. 4 weeks, yay. A whole month, do you understand? It has to be busy for so long. How am I? So I am on vacation. Hey, let's go. Hahaha, on vacation. The life of the wine pool and meat forest. I'm coming. She sure knows how to live up her vacation days, huh? What are you doing? Looking for a drink for my sister? Hey, this can't be drunk anymore, right? You're also drunk. Still want a drink? Ugh. What nonsense are you talking about? I think you're drinking too much. Still, I still have a good answer with you? Why can't you drink it? Since you won't help, then I'll get it myself. Saying that, she staggered upstairs. The goal was clear, the brightly colored, chubby refrigerator at the end of the second floor hallway. I'm guessing where they keep their alcohol? Ah, no. Thinking that he couldn't stop Tessa's footsteps, Walter was heartbroken, rushed up and pulled her tightly. Hey, bro. Hey, what are you doing? Let go of my hand. If you're going to keep drinking, I won't let go. Look at our boy being a responsible man. The young man took another step forward and took her other hand. Hey, yo. Ha, it's hard to take a vacation. How do you find happiness in my freedom, right? You have to have a couple of drinks too, cheapskate. Alright, loosen up a little bit, bro. The drunk was obviously not satisfied with this brutish interference. She swung her hands like a ramen master, trying to break free from Walter. Hello? Abnormal satire. Let go. You just let go. And can't you take responsibility for your body? The young man's face was full of crying and laughing. The red-headed girl who was holding his hands now was like a toddler who couldn't get a toy and was about to lie on the ground and play. You don't let go, do you? Before you give up, I can't let go. You're already drunk. Go back to your room and rest. Do not. I'm not drunk. I'm clearly in such a spirit. Bro, you're drunk. You're really drunk, girl. Only a drunk would say that. Not drunk, not drunk, not drunk. Tesla squatted on the ground angrily and suddenly jumped up again as if thinking of something. I see. I don't drink anymore. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to you. Don't lie to you. This group of red hairs, who didn't smell of alcohol, showed a smile like half a devil, like a little devil. But as Price, you want to play with me? Play with me, I won't drink. Really, don't lie to you. Alright. The young man nodded as if he had returned home. So what are you going to play? Is it late night now? Haha. Is it fun at night? Huh? Don't say such dangerous speech. Listen, sound like some kind of criminal, okay? Wait, what is he? What's she talking about? What? Shy? What shy? Don't talk nonsense. Where am I shy? In your face, bro. Pretty obvious. Hey, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it. Walter, you stinky man. Come when you have a seed. Snapped. They showing flying in the shadows from behind it actually hit the nosy guys. Nosy girl's head. Hahaha, nosy in the middle of the night. Put me to sleep now, immediately. They're just trying to rest. Walter, you say, why did she suddenly stop moving? Did you knock her out? I guess so. Is the end of chapter 9? Hey, let's go, Plank. Vienna, 13th District, Destiny Headquarters. Vienna's 13th District, called the Hitzing, is located on the far west of the city. The Schroberg Palace of the Habsburg family is located here. Professor Plank, please stop doing such unconventional things. Someone on the Senate beats hot academics doing it on an anonymous speaking device. This is part of teaching. I don't know what you're making a fuss about. Dude, she's so fucking pretty, bro. Teaching is no excuse for violating organizational principles. The level of determination whether or not is the North American branch of the 42 Laboratory is still there, right? Lab 42 is a member of the European branch. The process still has to go. Another member of the council seemed to have a calmer tone. So, which side of the right of self-determination are you actually planning to take back? No, please, don't take it so radically. We're only discussing procedural issues. Please don't go online. So, I'm just reminding. The right to self-determination is the lifeblood of research institutions. If everything is forced to go through the procedures for approval in terms of academic vitality, it will be a disaster for the organization. Then again, what about Edison's personal situation? Oh, I'm sorry, he disappeared. Hey, don't worry, we're still here. I was doing a quest. Yo, don't worry. You can do your quests. We're still here chilling. Seeing that the two sides disagreed on the issue, the third speaker changed the subject. Oh, Princess Nancy, she is interesting. For example, I've heard hard evidence at hand. She is helping to train the military outside the organization. What? Is she planning to rebel? No, this is a request from the US government. Both sides have signed a non-lethal weapons research development agreement, so it should be difficult to refuse. What the hell? Is it the kind of army that used to maintain law and order? Don't make such bad jokes, Professor Plank. Oops, I just thought you guys were too serious just now. Hey. Of course, the council has to be serious. Please don't bring in those bad whoring habits. Sorry, I'm a native Bavaria. There's nothing I can do. That's like a, around the, what's it called? Yeah, by Czechia, Luxembourg, Austria, German state. True. Okay. I said, everyone please don't digress. Rather dignified elder said. the travesties of the North American branch aside, we have more important things to discuss today. New York, Manhattan, Edison Building. Schrodinger. Oh, that was her name. Right. So what do you mean by important things? I like her smirk she always has. Schrodinger, who almost knocked over the ink bottle, looked at Nancy Edison and Elias Norjan Buchanan, who were trying to interrupt the research. Let me explain. The man pretended to push his gold-rimmed glasses. The headquarters lent an unpublished Dead Sea Scroll to the 42's laboratory before. Do you remember this? What? So what? Have you discovered anything from something that is only 3,000 or 4,000 years old? The Roman scroll researcher obviously didn't like seeing these fantasy antiques from the Wild Era. To confirm one thing with you first. Is there a very important constant in physics? The first few digits of the value are 6,626,070. I mean, the decimal case. That number, isn't that Planck's constant? Ask knowingly. Is there another constant? The first few digits are 1,054,571. This is a reduced Planck's constant that I recommend you use. What exactly are you trying to express? They actually all appear in this manuscript, only 3,000 or 4,000 years old. What? More than these. You see, although the symbology is different, but this strange-looking coat of arms taken apart like this doesn't sound like a formula in calculus. The more the man spoke, the more excited he became. He took out his notebook and stretched it out in front of the Roman scroll. I can't see it from so close. The doctor of physics took a step back awkwardly. Makes sense too. Yeah. Do you think there's really a pure coincidence? So, do you want to say where did these Jews copy this kind of thing from the ruins of the pre-civilization? That's right, this is it. What? Conclusion first, I think this scroll is extremely valuable. It was integrally records a way of energy transformation that we have not imagined. Look at this one I deciphered first. Paper? That's right, paper. Although the ancient scroll itself is completely unintelligible, aromatic spells with sensational titles. But if it is regarded as an output result, the result of simple substitution and encryption of another text, etc., etc., simple substitution and encryption. Ah, sorry, I was jumping too fast. Replace A with D, B with E, C with F. This is the most primitive encryption method. Simple substitution, also known as Caesar cipher. Do you know it? Caesar, if securely required, the letters use ciphers, that is, change the alphabetical order so that outsiders cannot form a word. If you want to read and understand the meaning, you have to replace the first letter with the fourth letter. That is, replace A with D and so on. Septimius 67 AD to biography of the 12 Roman emperors. Okay, so early encryption. Interesting. So, imagine that we are the Jews who have strayed into ruins of a pre-civilization. We see the writings to previous generations of human beings, thought it was some kind of mysterious spell. But unfortunately, our knowledge is shallow and we do not know these heavenly books. In this situation, if we want to force reading, can you only make a name for each letter and read it letter by letter? That's right. Because of this one-to-one correspondence, the aromatic text on the ancient scrolls just happens to be a simple substitution of the original text. Once its layers realize the rest of the deciphering is extremely simple, it's just trial and error. Since the result of description is meaningful from the perspective of probability, the original text should be like this. So what is your so-called energy transformation method that we have not imagined? It's a way to make Honkai return to normal energy in a controllable form. What? Nothing to be surprised about. The second law of thermodynamics constrains ordinary internal energy, and the collapse of energy in the imaginary side is not included. Note, there are several equivalent formulas with the second law of thermodynamics. Common are, it is impossible to transfer heat from a low temperature object to a high temperature object without other effects. Clausius. It is impossible to absorb energy from a single source of heat and turn it into useful work without other effects. Kelvin formulation. There should not be a machine in which a cyclic action raises a weight while causing a heat stroke. Planck's formulation. For a system consisting of a given energy, matter, and parameters determined there is such a stable equilibrium state. Other states can always be reached by reversible processes, and many more. Wow, it takes me back to physics. Having said that, but the condition should be a super high Honkai energy density. In this way, the degree of controllability is close to 0. No, certainly not approaching 0. Have you forgotten the lawyer? The lovers smirk, it's so funny. London Kennington Imperial Institute. Perhaps Einstein's stationary attack was too powerful. Tesla, who was Izzy, slept until the next afternoon. Damn, yeah, she knocked her out. When she finally climbed downstairs, rubbing her dark circles, the culprit was sitting face to face with the Walter, taking turns toying with some pebbles that she had picked up from nowhere. The floor heating is on the house, and the room temperatures is more comfortable than before the cold snap. In the lazy air, there's a smell of unique fried food. I said, "What are you doing?" She looks fucking hungover as hell. How did I make it, lol? Yo, how you doing? Akiyu the goat. Omwizo. Owale. Bao. Karach. They both four are different variants of Mancala, or African chess. Omwizo is popular in Uganda, Owale is popular in Ghana, and Bao is popular in Kenya. And Kala is an American-made rule. In general, it is a two-player board game that features a seed-like process that moves pieces over and over into the holes of the board, and in the process wins the pieces according to specific rules. Okay, interesting. So it is Mancala. Gosh, speak to me. Dude, she looks hungover as fuck. The red-haired devil stared viciously at the piles of pebbles on the coffee table, as if he wanted to lift them off. I am dead tired, Jesus Christ. You just wake up? What is it, like 6 a.m. over there for you? Be careful. The natural squirrel hurriedly stretched out her hand to protect the power stones. We're working on various variants of the rules for playing chess. You wouldn't be doing this stupid thing all morning, would you? 60 mainstream variants, 4 have been studied. 60? I'm going to try the 5th one. Is this really interesting? Innocent men need some less exciting entertainment. The natural volume continued to explain indiscriminately. Yeah. I'm still here, hey. Genshin so hard being AR9. Oh, I bet. Yeah, Genshin was a little hard in the beginning stages, I remember. Remind me, it was the pure love man you were looking for last night who was alcoholic. Oh, yo. Oh, she got you, bro. Today's red demon seems to suddenly recall something. Oh, she remembers. Her face flushed instantly, and she wanted to get under the sofa like a cat. Walter turned his head out the way. As you can see, this guy is so innocent. What are you talking about? Einstein and Vega's eyes made Tessa unable to understand whether the sentence was referring to Walter or herself. Today Tessa is also very cute. Aww. Here you are now. So where are we going? Oh, where are they going? On the cab to Hampstead Wilderness, Walter finally got a chance to ask some redhead tyrant. Hampstead Heath, the Heath, is an ancient and huge London park spanning a clay belt, including the dunes that are the highest geographical point in London, 134 meters above sea level. From Hampstead to it stretches the Highgate Cemetery, one of London's most famous natural sites. Ha! Yeah, when I called to make an appointment, you guys were still playing that mess of couple games. Oh, Cemetery, Highgate Cemetery. Cemetery? What a fuss. Did not to bury you in it. Bruh. Anyway, the big bag you threw in the trunk yourself. Can you figure out what's inside? Well, no matter how I say, I don't want any special abilities like clairvoyance, right? Do you have rhinitis? Can't smell cat food? It is. I've never had a cat. Don't you smell it? Leave some saliva or something. You treat me like a cat. More or less, no difference anyways. Damn. Yikes. Is that a big difference? Oh, the only person who refused so seriously was Walter. Don't say this. Why do we gotta go to the cemetery to feed the cats? It seems like a long way to go. It's, hey, get used to it. After all, it's the first half of the year, so I was forced to volunteer there for 5 months. Forcing you to volunteer? At the cemetery? What's going on here? What's wrong with... The court sentenced you to be a volunteer, so why don't you go? Court? Have you violated any law related to cemeteries? Besides, don't the members of the organization have judicial immunity? Can the treaty signed by the organization and the governments of various countries include drunk driving? What? Drunk driving? She got a DUI? Do you think while the friends run away we can only take the subway or take the taxi? Yeah, she got a DUI. Not even a damn Scotland Yard. I have to revoke my driver's license. Well, don't drink and drive, girl. It sounds like it's all your own, doesn't it? It's like your own fault, isn't it? What's wrong with mine? Obviously, the standards aren't as quickly formulated. I don't feel anything at all. If you can't feel it yourself, then it's not a good thing, right? In short, Ms. Ben spent the first half of the weekend in the graveyard. But it's actually fine. Space in Highgate is not so much a cemetery as it is a monument, which is more appropriate. Monuments? You will know when it arrives. That looks like a cemetery to me, not a monument. Lady Elizabeth Jackson, who died in May 1839, must have never expected... Note, Elizabeth Jackson was the first deceased to be buried in Highgate Cemetery. In the mid to early 19th century, due to the skyrocketing urban population brought about by the Industrial Revolution, there was a grave shortage in London for a time. There was even a dilemma of continuing to open new graves that had been buried for several months. Highgate Cemetery is one of the cemeteries newly planned by the British government at that time to solve this problem of people's livelihood. In the decades after her, the place where she rests will gradually evolve into a scene of various tomb styles gathered and formed by itself. A unique cemetery that even the surrounding villas can sell. So, what do you mean by that? That's a cute cat. Naturally, a park-like place like this is indispensable for the presence of cats. It's normal. Generally. Also, that's why they brought the cat food, to feed all the cats. Is that the name of a cat? As a cat that has been cut off... Damn it, what? I clicked. Cut off perfectly. Don't you think that his name is appropriate? Don't quite understand what you're talking about. It's okay, I just borrowed the name of a boring character from a boring book. Pandu is the ancestor of the Pandu family in the Mahabharata and the nominal father of the 5 Pandu sons, such as Arjuna. Oh, yo, like fate. When he was young, Pandu was hunting in the countryside and he drew a bow shot an antelope that was mating. But the antelope was an immortal incarnation, and Pandu was cursed by him not to mate with people. Otherwise, he would die tragically. When he grew up, Pandu the king married Kunti, who learned magic, and Kunti gave birth to sons, including Karna, the son of the sun god, who was pregnated by her out of wedlock. The eldest son, who was adopted by Coachman, gave Pandu an heir. And I know this thanks to fate. That's right. Have the cat food in the bag. Oh, I think it gets like glistening eyes. How? Can one eat so much? What are you thinking about? With such a large garden, it's time again. Wouldn't it make sense to split it up? Split action? In here? Oh, he doesn't want to be alone in the cemetery. Are you a big man so brave? Here, map. I'm definitely staying on this side of the east side, so the entire west end is handed over to you. Poor guy. Although Highgate Cemetery is not like Westmeyer Abbey, there are countless of imperial celebrities buried. Need to go, by the way, CEO. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Nikki. Hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Get on that Genshin grind for me, at least. Since I'm not able to play. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. See ya. See, Westminster Abbey, also known as Westminster Abbey. It's located west of Maya, central London. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Take care. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you some other stream. It has been the place where British monarchs in England were crowned and buried. Most of the non-royal members buried here are British greats, including Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, and Charles Dickens and more. Ah, so it's a famous cemetery. I see. Interesting. But the names of Michael Faraday and Karl Marx still make Walter, who was alone in the cemetery, feel inexplicably at ease. Both of these great men are buried in Highgate Cemetery. P.S. For artwork, this should also include Douglas Adams, 1952 to 2001, author of The Guide to the Galaxy. Thanks him for giving 42, answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. I've been meaning to read that book. I heard it's really good. One day, I'll put it in my backlog, for sure. Oh, fuck. Did the stream die? What the heck? Oh, it's back. Okay, that was weird. Maybe too much, ugh. I think my internet's acting up. The stream keeps, like, coming on and off. I hate my internet, it's so ass. But it looks like things are fine now. If it starts being too much of a problem, I'll probably cut stream. But so far so good, I think. Yeah, I think it's fucking up. Alright, if it keeps on going off, then I might cut it here. But let's continue on. So the so-called celebrity effect is really a ubiquitous phenomenon. Fortunately, thanks to this gift, the young man named Walter can finally experience the unique charm of this cemetery. The humble tombs so small that they are imperceptible, and the luxurious places so grand that they resemble Akrakawats, have decayed together under the erosion of moss and acid rain into a prehistoric ruin. The stone cave piano with the keys already blurred, the broken arm statue with vines climbing all over its body, the granite lion with rare droppings on its mane. Although this place is gloomy and terrifying, it is also like a natural museum. All kinds of living beings, dazzling. Oh no! I didn't mean to click X. Crap. Okay, where were we? Chapter 9, right? No, chapter 10. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can make it. I was hoping I didn't do that this time. I did that like a lot last stream. Or last time we read it. Wow, we were pretty far into the chapter. Come on. Okay, cemetery time. And we gotta go till after. Okay, here we are. Oh, yo, it's a saber-looking chick. Hey. What? When the young man took his eyes back to the trail in front of him, he suddenly found that at the corner in front of him stood a somewhat familiar female figure. Yeah, dude. Oh, dude, she's so cute. And she looks just like Saber. She even got the green eyes and everything. What the heck? Ah, it's really fate. That was it last month at the airport, right? Yep. It was her and that weird dude. like that. Don't be nervous. My name is Liana Brigatania. Oh god, not Odo's drag outfit. No, wait, is it? Wait, what are you trying to say? Does he wear that outfit sometimes? Although she's a backlead directly under the headquarters, but today's just like you, an ordinary person who came to sweep the grave. Oh, she's a Valkyrie. Not that grave sweeping or something. Huh? I'm actually here to help people feed cats. Oh, she's here. Oh wait, no, that's one thing. Poof, I see. You're working really hard too. Haha, not to mention, it's fate to meet you here. Why don't we feed these children together? The children? You mean the cats? Can you... It's been a long time. Hope I don't regret the words I have said. Of course you can. Anyway, I'm off today. So can I pay my respects too? Ah, of course. Martha's a good talker. She shouldn't hate you. Who's Martha? May there be no deep darkness and no dazzling glare where you are. May there be no loud noise and no terrible silence where you are. Where you are is a warm and genial land of the other side. Amen. Martha Lily Jacobs, a Holloway Street native. Lily is her nickname because she loves Calla Lily. She's the only Valkyrie who died as a result of the Berlin collapse, but was now buried in the Invalides Cemetery. The Invalide Friedhof is one of the oldest cemeteries in Berlin and was once used as a Prussian military cemetery. Berlin? That's not... Is it the event in which you were born? You're not to be too guilty. Sacrifice is inevitable on the battlefield. Typically, the organization will choose a cemetery that is nearby. In the case of serious injuries, they will also be buried in the past and the rest in pieces with their comrades. Oof. Huh? That's what happened to Martha? In the process of eliminating the Imperial-level Honkai beast, the Ninth Month team she led was almost wiped out. This child, as the only survivor, mentally endured an unimaginable repression. Although we promptly arranged for her to be removed from the front lines and treated, but in the end still... she died. This year's New Year, which is the second anniversary of the incident. She's in her own home. She hanged herself. Yikes. Because of the non-combat suicide, according to the military discipline, we cannot bury her and her descendants together. Oh, that's fucked up. Isn't it too cruel? Yeah, that's fucked up. There's no way, that's not how the military is. The so-called army is a machine that cannot tolerate the failure of any single screw up. Because of this, Hall of Valor will only accept those who fulfill their responsibility to the last moment. Wow. It's fucked up. It's brutal, but we don't have a better solution either. Don't get me wrong. Her misfortune is a complete tragedy for anyone, a tragedy that should never have been her own responsibility. It's just for soldiers, the so-called professional honor is something that should be placed under any individual. Yes, it's tragic personally. However, this also kind of helpless, fighting fire with fire. Because only this way can some of the bravest among us be organized. Let them unite like a machine on the ever-changing battlefield, to endure and then defeat some of the cruelest things in the world. The stars are rising and the food bags are getting empty. Along the way, although the cats were very happy, however, after hearing the story of the Valkyrie Martha Walter was always in his throat. This is the last feeding point. Feel sorry? The Martha thing. This isn't a sadness you should have suffered. But Miss Raina herself is also suffering, isn't she? Is there anything that goes like this? Sharing the joy is twice the joy, sharing the sorrow is half the sorrow. Huh? Isn't that a little bit playful? Well, isn't it good for me? I'm joking with this. Let's propose. What? It was too late. Soon Leanna covered Walter's mouth and forcibly dragged him into the bushes. Wait, what? A ghost? In the direction he hadn't noticed before, a mysterious floating object appeared out of thin air in the night. What is this? Shouldn't it be that what? What? That what? Speak neatly. That is, that, a ghost? Don't say such unlucky things. Looks like a ghost. The real ghosts in this world are much more troublesome than those in urban legends. Are they really ghosts? Just a metaphor. Also, stop yelling at me. On the battlefield, that would be fatal. Oops. Ghost? Wait, so what is that? Kuni Makora Cthulhu Riley Wahana. I don't know what his name is. This is a spell used by the Cthulhu worshipping cults in Lovecraft's famous short story they call it Cthulhu. It means in this lay home, the sleeping Cthulhu awaits the dream. Cthulhu. Wait, is there multiple? Is there multiple ghosts? Or did the same ghost? Don't go around here. And it still babbles? That fluttering thing. Only think it looks a lot like a bed sheet. True. Bed sheets? It doesn't have lights. Who knows? He was probably playing a prank with the balloons. And the one recites over and over. I always think, have you ever heard of it somewhere? Leanna picked up a pebble from the grass. Ping! She threw a pebble at it. The stone that hit the ghost seemed to hit a hard rock. It made a clip sound and rolled back into the grass. What's up with this weird crashing sound? How could I know? Oh, so it was like a drone. Oops, found out. The ghost suddenly spewed a stream of air from under him and ran away at fast speed. Miss, what is this? Just... Leanna pulled out a tiny walkie-talkie-like device. B-23, request emergency support. If you find UFOs, please send weapons to them immediately. According to plan number 8, the mobile unit is always on standby. Once again, if UFOs are flying, please send weapons to me immediately. According to the number 8 plan, the mobile unit is always on standby. What? What is this? What are they saying? At the intersection separating the east and west cemetery, Tesla, who was incredibly nervous, was exchanging something with a child. Tesla, danger! Dodge, red hair. Red hair? Who is the redhead? Who do you think, Tesla? Who do you think? Hey, what happened? Dodge if you want to live. Yeah. Plan 8 was perfectly success. The UFO was disintegrated. Yo, she has the, oh, fuck, forgot the name of it. Ugh. But it's the same as Cecilia's weapon. Fuck, what was the name of it? The spear. The Abyss Flower. Yeah. That's what. The Abyss Flower. So who is she? Is she a Shariak too? I will bring back Hyubia Bahula by myself according to the plan, and the communication is over. Huh? You two, are you not injured? You get hurt. I knew it was levitating robot. Oh, it was hers? Whoops. You Whoops. New chapter. Alright, is this chapter 11? I think so. Let's see, let's double check. It should be chapter 11, right? Yeah. Alright. We'll see how far, because I cut it into 4 parts, so Each part is 6 chapters. I think the last chapter is more though. Let's see. Yeah, the last chapter is going to be 7. I mean, the last part is going to be 7 chapters. So we'll see how far we get in chapter 12, or how late it is once we finish chapter 12. Because if it's too late, then we'll have to... If it's not that late, then we can still keep going. Alright, chapter 11. Golden Retriever, take my fiery sword. Golden Retriever, you mean me? What is the Sword of Fire? Sister Valkyrie, she probably wants you to hand over the welding gun. Welding gun. Ah, is that a welding gun? Welding gun. Welding guns. Here, the welding gun. Ah, that's it. Thank you. I'm sorry, this AD is our family, and our family is not very good at speaking when she gets irritable. True. Hello, Chicken Coop. Why are you calling a fool? In addition to the most honorable Mr. Tesla, who else? Eat my fiery sword. Dangerous. Why are you waving at me? How did things get like this? Walter couldn't help but sigh. The 2 guests who came to Lab 42 tonight were named Liana Brigantia and Joachim Nokian Bitanyan. The former is a high-ranking Valkyrie from the headquarters, and the latter is the son of some frivolous Finn. To say why these two are here together probably is a so-called fate. Oh yeah, that's the blonde dude. That's his son, Joachim Nokia. And I'm guessing maybe she's not a Sharniak? Liana? Of course, if we have no way of knowing what the remote-controlled robot who has been in blood mold for the 8 lifetimes will think as a stepping stone to his fate. If it could think too. Joachim had been to his father's workplace many times before. Every time the natural curvy sister and the double ponytail sister here would always give him all kinds of things that other children could not play, making all kinds of brightly colored chemical solutions, playing music with discharged coils in the dark room, and rehearsing stage plays with the computer lady. All of them can be bragging rights with other children. I like my sisters the most, at least from Walter's point of view. The boy definitely thought so. So a few years ago, when the communications that Sister Double Ponytail gave him during the summer vacation sounded, the boy instinctively felt that something interesting must be happening. Hey kid, do you want to play Halloween tricks together? That's probably why the little drone was dressed like a ghost. It's just that Sister Shangma Wei couldn't estimate that the robot she had prepared in the cemetery would be blasted to pieces as a UFO by Sister Valkyrie who happened to come to sweep the grave. This, I really don't know. I'm so sorry. I will compensate you accordingly to your demands. Recalling the way Valkyrie's sister bowed deeply and apologized, Joachim felt embarrassed that he was a little sorry for others. At least that's what Walter thinks. Facing the opponent who insisted on demanding compensation, this kid had an idea. Sister Liana, I want your autograph. Aww. Of course, then again, it's not possible for some redhead trying to pretend nothing happened like that. Really? What is your black abyss and white flowers? How did you manage to break every wire from the inside? Oof. Black abyss and white flower is the key of God that integrates the composition and creation. Oh, that's the divine key, right? The abyss flower? When this destructive power is activated, the target will be automatically deconstructed from the inside to a more chaotic and disordered state. That sounds painful. If like it happens to a human. If used at maximum power, take your time. Set the composition and creation at 1. That is, it's also the ability to repair. Just like how Cecilia used it in the second eruption. Yes. Then you didn't say sooner. Let's operate it together and pair this pile of broken copper and iron. Won't we have it? Sorry, I can't do this. I would also like to fix it on the spot if I can. Why? Although the black abyss and white flower can decompose everything, its creation ability is also for repairing the damage of the living body. just like in the second eruption. Ah, is that so? Wait, that doesn't make sense. There's no absolute boundary between organic and inorganic. After all, isn't the so-called human just a machine with self-awareness? This is the first time we hear this statement. Think about our internal organs, think about ourselves, think about our mitochondria, think about our neural transmitters. Which one does not mechanically execute commands based on external conditions? People are soft, machines are hard. It's just a difference in material. We seem smart and machines seem clumsy, but that's only because we haven't been able to design machines as good as ourselves. Those who similarly believe that people have so-called soul are either unwilling to delve into the essence of this world, or is confused by the concept themselves and have to find the king's new clothes to prove this legality. Understand, these people can't believe that they are just a random product of nature and that they are just a byproduct of the natural evolution of everything. They would rather be the great and fictional concepts that get to know ourselves on the ground. Just talks like a real scientist, huh? It is precisely because he is scared to death that he is more willing to be arrogant. No different from those kings who shout the authority of the king. That. Well, what you're saying is interesting, but any repair requires a blueprint. Blueprint? If I don't give it to you, it's not that difficult. No, for Hayuan Bahua, it can only parse blueprints written in generic language. Gee, DNA? Yep, in early 1953, James T. Watson and Francis Harry Compton proposed an accurate model of DNA double helix circuit structure based on the X-ray diffraction pattern taken by Rosalind Elsley Franklin, which was published in Nature, Volume 171, number 4356, page 737, Molecular Structure of Nucleic Acids, Structure for deoxyribose nucleic acid. P.S. This paper is only one page except for the byline and references listed on 738 pages. What the fuck? Wow. That's research, alright? Well, it only recognizes blueprints in DNA format. Cut, boring. Since it can't be called God's keys or divine keys, I thought you were some kind of sage's stone. The concept of philosopher's stone is generally believed to have originated from the Hermetic essay Emerald Tablet of Hermetism around the 1st century AD. The sage's stone symbolizes the pinnacle of alchemy, and the sorcerers believed they could not only turn a stone into gold, but also immortalize it. I'm sorry, this idiot in our family has read the doctor's book, but he still believes in alchemy. Yeah. What's wrong? Is there a problem? If there's no problem, shall we continue to repair it? Walter? Exist. Fuck. If I don't use any dangerous weapons, can I still beat people, right? That you just don't beat me. If you don't hurt innocent people, it doesn't matter if you want to demolish the house. What? Or she slapped him again. It hurts. Why is it me again? Of course it's because it's more fun to hit you. Oh, fucked up, Tesla. Besides, it's also the plan that will least injure innocent people. Wait. Then you just don't beat me. Dr. Einstein, how should you punish such a sidekick? That penalty. What? You really are a sinful man. Bruh. Our boy Walt? Boy Walt? Come on. Accept it. Blah blah blah. That little brother, you have to speak for me for the sake of our fellow men. Please greet. Festival Sarah. Is your surname Bruto? Bruto like Julius Caesar. Shakespeare's overplayed Julius Caesar, et tu Brute, and you Brute, was Caesar's last word before his death to the assassination of his adopted son Brute. You're not his godfather. What kind of Bruto is this? Otherwise, why don't you just go through the formalities now? Although people definitely don't want to be his heir. Wow, fucked up. That's enough for you. Stop. New York Edison Building Underground Laboratory. Ooh, what are they doing? Harry, don't add reflection mods yet. No, this is probably the most embarrassing meme in our entire history. Bro, what? In our world, Harry, Kate, Targaryen, and Louis Alexander Sloan were employees at Los Alamos National Laboratory. The two unfortunate scientists died on August 21st, 1945, and May 21st, 1946, respectively, after they were accidentally exposed to lethal doses of nuclear radiation. Among them, Louis Alexander Sloan is famous for his great act of breaking the atomic bomb with two hands. Wait, is this the, are they talking about, what is it called? The, fuck, what's it called? The sphere thing, where they was putting the thing in there. It was like a huge meme. Even, what's his name? Kyle made a video about it. Crap, I forgot the name of it. No. This might not even be what I'm actually looking for. Oh crap, I accidentally exited the playlist. Oh hell yeah. The Demon Core, yeah. Is that what I was talking about? The Demon Core? Nah, 1945. Yeah, it was a spherical World II effort, Manhattan Project is fertile. Yeah, it is. It's a Demon Core. It's fucking hilarious. It's the same, what's his name? Louis Alexander Sloan and Alexander Sloan and Harry K. Targaryen, yeah. Let's see, the core's superb shipment is part of the nuke weapon used in Japan. When Japan surrendered, but the core was retained at Los Alamos for testing potential later use. It was involved in two critical incidents at the Los Alamos laboratory, August 21st, 1945. Each resulted in a fatality. Board experiments were designed to demonstrate how close the core was to critically with the tamper, but with each case, the core was accidentally placed in a supercritical configuration. Physicists Harry, Daniam, and Louis Soon suffered acute radiation syndrome and died soon after, while others present at the lab were also exposed. Yeah, Harry Daglam and... wait. Yeah, Harry K. Daglam and Louis Alexander Stoughton. That's funny how they like most embarrassing meme of our entire history, because it's like a huge ass meme. No, come on guys, I'm not gonna open a Demon Core with the screwdriver. Those memes are fucking hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what they're doing here? No way. Harry, don't add reflection to mods yet. Yes, you see, the scale of the radiation is already dangerous. Schrodinger instinctively wanted to wipe the sweat from his head, but found that it was useless to do so due to the thick protective clothing. Louis, hold to your screwdriver. These metal blocks are as unstable as the jumble of music. Don't tell me there's a demon core incident in here. In Honkai. Right, remove it slowly. Slowly? Is it good? Now the device will be a subcritical state. If everything goes well... Harry, what's the temperature of the core now? 45.7 degrees Celsius. Has risen rapidly by 20.7 degrees. The efficiency of converting its ordinary internal energy is very high. Uh-oh. Awesome. What do you mean, awesome? It will become the greatest civilian invention in human history. We must give it a big project name. Otherwise, that guy's plank will definitely laugh at us for being uncultured. The simple invention doesn't mean power generation? Haha, what do you say? Once this invention is successful, whether it's me or the mandate of heaven, everybody wishes to be fulfilled smoothly. No, it should be said, at the time the Destiny organization will have neither the Valley or existence, nor the capital to exist. Buried? Neither existing Valley nor existing capital. Certainly. When you realize it, now that we have hope in a controllable universal situation, we can complete the conversation from Honkai energy to ordinary energy. Then generalize this technology to absorb and convert Honkai energy from every corner of the earth. Isn't the collapse itself the same as non-existence? As for Destiny, it's just an organization that fights with Honkai. Once you leave Honkai, you will naturally do nothing. It's like the bigger people in this new company all the time. They didn't need to ping in the warning mountain at all. Arise, beautiful moon. Arise, first son, drive away the jealous moon, who is pale with anger because the female beside was far more beautiful than she is. Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare. To drive away that jealous son, her eyes are red with anger because her daughter is so much more beautiful than her. What? Moonlight? Moonlight their own? Moonlight their own project. What do you think of our use of this thing? I mean, it works, I guess. Alright, chapter 12. Ooh, alright, this might be the last one we do today. The most difficult force in the world to fight against is time. True. Seems that some people haven't had enough. It's not that, right? This month is almost over and we haven't even been out of the city yet. It's rare that I got my driver's license again. Hey, her suspension was lifted. Good for you. Get out, hurry up and change my clothes. Don't go out. Is she going out for a drive? Driving license? When? Similar to your passport. You know, it begins to rub hard. Oh. It's not a real license. It's fake. Speaking of which, Dr. Tesla, we've been to the Royal Concert Borough in Open Air Theater, Oxford Street, Regent Street, the football at Stamford Bridge. Ooh, they went to Stamford Bridge and British Museum? Yeah, Chelsea. Chelsea Football Club, home to Stamford Bridge, was the champion of the English Football League in the 1954-1955 season. It was the club's only top-flight trophy of the 20th century, and the return would have to wait a full 50 years for their 2004 and 5 season. Damn. You're enough. Isn't it all about walking? People just want to have something similar in the last few days. Walter, you're really, all the arrangements are exactly the same as the taste of this chicken food. Though I don't hate it. So why don't you try going seaside resorts? In the night with Laboratory 42, Walter pointed to a newspaper while enjoying warm milk. Going to the beach in winter is not your brain. I read this advertisement saying that because it is off-season, I can now book a 30% discount. Even if it's 30% off, you can't sunbathe at this temperature, right? The advertised 30% discount also includes a bowling pass, a hot spring pass, and a barbecue buffet. Ooh. Yo, it sounds like a good deal. What? Even this is discounted? the site is idle, there's also depreciation and loss. Besides, its free discount price is summer, and there's already a lot of moisture. Having said that, of course you want to go, right? Of course, the autumn of appetite, not eat for nothing. But don't eat too much at once, you will end up in the hospital. Who would be so stupid? Only it won't. Who was so stupid? The natural curly girl drank a last sip of milk tea with a smile. Southern-on-Sea. This town, named for its location, has been one of Londoners' favorite suburban resorts in the Industrial Revolution. Summer only. In fact, when the group arrived at their destination, only 3 cars could be seen in the huge parking lot. I couldn't help but wonder if I had come to a country with very low population. That's really cool. But the air is nice, eh? There's still some time before lunch. After the formalities are over, where do you plan to go play first? I want to go down to the street for a while. Tesla, you haven't driven for half a year. You're even wilder than before. Huh? No. Is it motion sickness? Do you want me to carry you? Not really, just feeling a little nauseous. I have a little... Who cares about you, bean sprouts? Why are you so mean to our boy? Bean sprouts. Everyone, is it Mr. Walter Joyce and his party? Yo, she's cute as fuck. Ah yes, Imperial Research Institute, a group of 3 people. Sorry to make you laugh. Where is it? The guest? And you are obviously getting along so well. The waitress politely lifted the suitcase in Walter's hand. I'm Margarita Ayed. You can call me Rita. Oh, there's a second Rita? Welcome to West Cliff, Rita. Is that the lady boss? There's no manpower this season. Yeah, you laugh. But you laugh. But on the other hand, it also saves you tips, doesn't it? I guess, true. The accommodation provided by West Cliff Rita is a sea view villa. From the 2nd floor you can see the endless stream of merchants at the Thames estuary. The furnishings in the villa are both Victorian and colonial, with portraits of unknown origin hanging on the light-colored wallpaper. What look like third-rate works for £10. Looking at the coast by the window alone, a sense of vicissitudes cannot help flooding Walter's heart. Recently, he has met a lot of interesting people. While none of them could get him to the bottom of it, there was no doubt that they were all sincere people. Because of this, Walter can understand that they have different positions. Edison is the centerpiece of the North American branch. Planck seems to be the lubricant between her and headquarters, albeit with a clear bias, and Liana, a soldier whose duty is to obey. In the future, if the potential conflict between North American branch and the headquarters eventually breaks out, then, unlike the guys who have a clear stance, either themselves or ordinary researchers like Einstein and Tesla, what should how get around? What? I don't get the last ending. In the previous collected information on Soul Steel, a mysterious person who calls himself HA regards to Destiny Organization as an enemy. What did she find and experience? That was a Valkyrie from the things, right? What should we do when Ada deciphers her encrypted message? Einstein and Tesla believe that without research, there's no voice, but can the rapidly changing external situation really give them enough time? I want to go on a certain flight. Oh, the so-called whispering means... Carefully avoiding and looking directly at each other, red lips, the young man named Walter asked awkwardly. That's a good response. All in all, of course, what promises will tell you? The professor made Plank wink mysteriously. Dude, I love Plank. Oh, she's so cute. She's so hot. Let's start with the cooperation between Princess Nancy and the organization. As you may know, she is the chairman of the General Electromechanical Consortium, GME, from the age of 17. 17 years old? That year, her parents were killed in a crash. Whoops. Unfortunate. Rest in peace. Although at that time, she knew nothing about Honkai and was clearly, though, told not to investigate further. But this man is very good at using his own resources. The situation at the time was that the World War has just ended, and the economies of most parts of the world were in a mess due to the destruction of the war. So she, directly using high salary and experimental funds as bait, began to approach the organization. Is there something that can be done? Of course, it can't go well. But what everybody did not expect was that she, who was unable to poach, came to visit the headquarters in person and put forward a request to help the organization establish a North American branch. Hey, I got it right. Although I don't know much about the organization, but they agreed to this kind of thing. No way. The price offered by the other party is a total of $13 billion in stage sponsorship fees. Holy fuck. Dude, in the 50s, that's gotta be like 20 billion or something like that. Even more, actually. What? 13 billion? The name is European Recovery Plan. The European Recovery Plan, known as the Marshall Plan, is a plan for the United States to provide economic assistance and reconstruction assistance in the countries in the West Europe, NATO, that have been damaged by the war after the end of World War II. During this period, Western European countries received a total of about 13 billion in various forms of aid, which would be worth more than 10 times its face value today, taking inflation into account. True. So some things aren't that money can't buy, it's just that money isn't enough. But why was there never been a North American branch before? What? Walter suddenly remembered that the Finns had introduced that were not many signs of pre-civilization activities in North America before. Yeah, that makes sense. It seems that you have realized it yourself. But that also doesn't make sense, because like we know the previous era was like super high tech. So like there's no way they didn't colonize. They just kept themselves to like Asia and Europe and not go to the Americas. It just makes no sense, but whatever. Yes, in the opinion of the council at the time, there was simply a pie that fell from the sky. There are no relics of pre-civilization in the jurisdiction, and the North American branch is nothing but a tree without its roots in their eyes, and it's impossible to become a threat to the headquarters. I don't believe it. I don't believe that there was nobody in the Americas in the past civilization. I don't think that's true. But actually, that's right. We modern people are no worse than some pre-civilized antiques, and we can do it ourselves. What's more, once the scale of the Yellowstone ruins is known to the headquarters, there will probably be some friction between two parties. Okay, yeah, see? There was something in Yellowstone from the previous era, so there's no way they actually believe that it was only Europe and Asia. Or the headquarters actually has more information than us and is secretly making efforts. Isn't the current situation very dangerous? If you ever find the so-called Last Soul Steel, then it's a good show to watch. Good show? Don't you think that if we can finally find something, it must be an explosive fact? At worst, when time comes, maybe we'll have to make some sort of choice. I've been wanting to ask this question for a long time. What is the purpose of the organization? Is it really just fighting against the collapse? I can't answer your question. Don't worry, I don't mean to treat you like an outsider. The organization is huge. 4 different members of the meaning of the existence of the organizations can be said to be very different. Ordinary clerics, Valkyries, researchers, sponsors, councils, what each party sees is only a side of the organization. Contrary to what skeptics think, there is no motive beyond the ostensible purpose of the world organization. It's completely brought about by the living people who make it up. For example, I also sometimes hate that headstrong princess. You know, Tesla's talent was almost wasted in her hands, despite her good intentions. However, if she were to be weighted against the council, then sorry, I will spare no efforts to support her. She at least respects the objective laws of scientific research. Ugh, I thought the council was an institution with a strong technical atmosphere. But her military overtones are heavier. Makes sense. The council's priority is never whether something is really right, but whether it's within their control. The technical strength of the council is actually very strong, but when they try to control everything, the impact on the scientific research is very negative. The most obvious example is Soul Steel. Soul Steel, the one we're looking for? That's right, some Soul Steels store information from previous generations. The council has an unusual interest in this kind of Soul Steel, and its principle, each branch is not allowed to develop technology and independent of its own. Ah! So that's why they were able to see like the video that Valkyrie left, because she encrypted it inside the soul steel that was inside the painting. I see. Why do you think this is? Because afraid of the weapon technology contained in it being abused? That's certainly one of the reasons, but they actually have something more to worry about. The weapon technology of the previous generation had extremely strict requirements on the adaptability of the manipulator. In other words, if you want to use these technologies, first of all, you must have the Valkyrie on your side. You mean... Yes, Valkyries are also human, and they naturally may betray their organization. Moreover, there is indeed no shortage of records and combatants betraying their destiny and its history. Among these records, in addition to personal grudges, another common factor is information from the past. These ideas originated from their generation that failed to fight against the collapse. There are various kinds of ideas. Naturally, some ideas and beliefs of destiny are left word. What is even more problematic is that the red marks of these people who have come here will easily accept it as truth by children with too strong empathy. In general, it is logically difficult to judge how much of these ancient ideas are credible or even usable. Technology can be tested experimentally, problems can be solved mathematically, but what is not falsifiable is hard to do. They may make sense in one person's eyes, but not in another. As the saying goes, 1,000 readers make 1,000 Hamlets. Because of this, once you look at the partners with a condescending attitude, it is easy to feel that they are manipulative and foolish. In this case, the easiest way for you as a leader is to limit their authorities. But on the other hand, the result of such laziness is that you are the leader, and the situation of black box operation must be everywhere. The entire organization has become dependent on militarized management to maintain unity. The efficiency can only be maintained by further shrinking permissions. To say in the general army, this is nothing. After all, everybody agrees that a soldier's duty is to obey orders. Good soldiers follow orders, right? But the problem is that mandate of heaven is not just an army. Shrinking authority, from the perspective of cultivating scientific researchers, is very unfavorable to the growth of talents. You've been to a lot of labs in the organization. You should know how special Lab 42 is. If there's only one 42 laboratory in the world that can meet the freedom that talents really needs to grow, then I think we have no chance of winning against the collapse. What do you say? Okay, so when they're talking about the organization, they're talking about Chiscall, right? Because at this point in time, Anti-Entropy is still part of Chiscall. Or rather, well, it's not even called Anti-Entropy right now. They're just still Lab 42 in the Chiscall. Now everything is like really coming together. In any case, please don't put Einstein and the others in danger. Although I don't know what exactly is the right way for an organization as large as Destiny. But I can feel one day in the future, you and the European headquarters will eventually part ways. Foreshadowing. I can't believe I was like right on the money, like right before you said it. Don't know what that means, but when it happens, as a teacher, please don't involve your students. That's definitely not right, not good, it shouldn't be. I thought you were going to say something. Why, can't you do it? Do you think I'm trying to convince you to support the North American branch of principle? You little fool. What? Who's a fool? And small and redundant too. Ha! That's when Walter gets really interesting. Anyway, listen to me. In this world, there are always cause and effect that we cannot stop. In case the soul steel art you are looking for is abuse, you must listen to your inner judgment at that time. Don't think about us, don't think about any organization. You must listen to the most simple concepts in your heart as an ordinary person. There are two sides to everything, so the key is instead whether you accept your actions from the bottom of your heart. Then, protect the people who are truly worthy of your protection. Don't forget, your Honkai resistance, but even us scientists can't explain it. When Walter pulled his thoughts back from his memories, the beautiful piano sound had ringed behind him. Last night, Ten's fingers tapped on the keys nimbly, and the characteristic crisp tone of the piano seemed to slide out of her fingertips. For a moment, Walter felt goosebumps all over his body. He didn't recall learning any folk songs, but the melody of the music was strangely familiar to him. No, not just the level of familiarity. Oh, damn. Danny boy, the pipes are calling. What is he on about? From glen to glen and down to the mountainside. The summer is gone and all the roses falling. It's you, must go, and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valleys hushed and white with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh Danny boy, I love you so. Walter, are you familiar with the song too? Oh, they're singing. Danny Boy is a folk song written by English composer Frederick Weatherly, usually sung in Londonderry air. There have always been different views on the meaning of the song, such as love songs, elegy, the father wrote to the expedition's son, and so on. This is long, long ago. Someone, what he taught me. Alright, look at that. We made it to chapter 12, and it's 2 minutes to midnight here. So, I'm gonna give my boys a break. And I think I'm gonna stop it here. Just to keep to the, cause this is a lot. Holy 26 chapters is a lot. And 6 of them are taking me 3 hours. Which means that let's see, it's gonna be 26, 3 hours, 6 divided by 3, 2, no, that can't be right. Anyways. Yeah, so the way I divided them, we're gonna be reading 667 actually, because 26 divided by 4 is 6.5. So the last time we read will be 7 chapters. And we've made it to chapter 12. Yep. Oh, no wonder chapter 11 felt so short. There's only 2 parts. Wait, no, we read chapter 12. Okay, yeah, we finished chapter 12. So we started chapter 13. What the fuck? Why does it look like this? Uh-oh. Well, it's chapter 13, right? Yeah. Okay. So next time we'll be reading 13 to 19. When? I still gotta figure that out when it's gonna be. So then plus 7 will be 26. Yeah, so for next stream, well, I'm gonna use this in the thumbnail. God, I love Plank. She's so beautiful. There better be in a gallery in this. I don't know why this is here. This hasn't showed up. We haven't, unless I skipped something, but these stills are by chapter, and that did not happen. Yeah, there it is. Okay, bet. Okay, I'm gonna use part of this as my thumbnail. Dude, I'm in love with Plank. Oh, she's so beautiful. I don't know what it is about older women, but they just get me. Like Himeko. Okay, anyways, before I get off, I get out of whatever I'm talking about. So for, Tuesdays is my off day, so we're not gonna stream on Tuesday. But let me just double check on when the Arknights Well, that's a lot of notifications on Twitter. Oh, a bunch of nonsense that I don't matter. Okay, let me look at the Arknights. So maintenance is going to be on August 30th, UTC -7. No way, is it today? Is it tomorrow? Oh, today's August 30th, yeah. UTC -7, Operation Downseeker. So if CC is, if contingency contract is on Wednesday, I guess technically tomorrow, right? Then Wednesday stream will be Arknights. Oh, I still need to play Arknights. Yo, Mickey, man, you came as soon as I'm about to finish. Oh, you downloaded it, but you haven't played it? Man, you should get on it. It's a good game. It's a great game. But yeah, if contingency contract starts on Wednesday, which I think it will, I think that's what. Either that's. Actually, it might start tomorrow. Let me convert the timing. Let's see, UTC -7. To my time. Let me get this time converter. AM time. August 30th. Oh, that's midnight, August 30th. Wait, so time AM 12. Convert CUTC 12-hour format, 24-hour format. CST is 23.5. Wait, is this the right converter I was using last time? Yeah, August 30th Tuesday. Is August 29th Monday. See Chicago. UTC. Wait, 12 a.m. p.m. Yeah, that's not right. Yo, John, Riley. Nah, it's not a welcome. Oh, it's not Yuri. There's a main male character in here. Unfortunately, it's not like Honkai. So yeah, 12 a.m. There's no way it's 7 p.m. Yeah, it must have been the first converter that I was using. Or is it this? Oh, this one. I think this is the one that we were using. I don't know. Well, I'll figure out the date of. Okay. So if contingency contract starts on Wednesday stream will be contingency contract for Arknights. If not, then it's gonna be chapter 10 for Honkai. That should be the one where I'm at. If it is contingency contract day, then I will play Arknights on Wednesday night. Chapter 10, yeah. But if contingency contract starts on Thursday, which it usually does, I might do a Thursday stream, like a random Thursday stream, which I never do. If I get all my stuff done early, I'm able to stream on Thursdays. And that would be Arknights. And then Wednesday would be Honkai. And then Friday will either be chapter 10 for Honkai, or continuing on or if we do chapter 10 on Wednesday, then Friday will be Anti-Entropy, the next 6 chapters. And then the weekend, Saturday night, will be for Soul Hackers 2 again, because super fun game, and I am gonna finish it all on stream, regardless if I have like 2 people watching. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna edit the videos that I was gonna edit for it. So yeah, that would be the plan. Just look out for that's why I don't make like actual schedules like other streamers do. I don't think Unreal Dreamer makes schedules either, but just look for the scheduled stream on that day. I usually have it done on the morning of, or my morning of, like 9 hours before the stream time. I rarely have it the night before, just because I'm lazy and I don't get it done. But just look out for that. And yeah, it was a great stream. You know, I felt like half of it was like filler shit. Like half of the chapters were just filler. Like the whole cemetery thing, I felt like that really wasn't part of. Maybe it might play a part, because you know the I forgot her name already, but the blonde chick Valkyrie came out and did her thing. But we learned a lot, like with the painting and then the whole thing. But it looks like, things are finally coming together. So it looks like these next chapters is the second half of the visual novel. So it looks like stuff is finally gonna start making sense. Hopefully. And we don't have so much filler thing. Like, not that I don't like the filler stuff, it's great. It's like slice of life shit. But I just need more of this other stuff. But alright, I'm gonna head out. Thank you so much for staying here with me. Regardless if you're here for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, appreciate. Nonetheless, I'm gonna get ready for bed, and I think let's see, yeah, Unreal Dreamer is streaming. But he's streaming Elysium Realm. I was gonna say I was gonna go watch him, but I don't want to get spoiled. But so alright, just look forward to the Wednesday stream, either Arknights or Honkai, and I'll see y'all later. And I love watching the streams, but I can't. And when it's spoiler stuff like that, I just can't watch it because I just want to go spoiler free on my Honkai experience. And so far so good. But alright, I'll be on the Discord. So catch y'all later. See y'all Wednesday. Alright, Kuga, take it easy. Miki, if you're still here, take it easy. I'll see y'all out there. Where's the ending? There it is. I forgot I exited my freaking playlist. Let me post something to Arknights out.
Through the thunder on the wind, baby, we'll fall in a spin to run away from here. Run away from here. And you fight
This song is so good, by the way. I forgot which operator's leitmotif it is. Let me check. It's one of the new operators. Yeah, it's the pink haired girl. Oh, she's so fucking cute. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. What's a Yumka? I'm not saying because of the pink hair, but I mean that's a huge factor. But goddamn, she's so cute. Come on, look at her. That song? Ooh. Such a good song, such a good song. Look at her, she's so cute, Alright, that's it. I'm gonna head operator now.